brother.
Yeah,
I'm trying to hit you up. And we on, baby, let's do this shit. What I got? You got the gold mic over there. Nice.
Yeah, we go with
Jill! Right back at you, baby. 6 minutes past 12 on a Friday. Right here on Florida Hip Hop Radio. It's your boy Jake Jerkins on a Good Friday, man. And we are right here on Florida Hip Hop Spot, man, with the brainchild, the man behind the curtain of the whole thing, man. The goddamn Suge Knight of Florida, this bitch.
Can I just get the Diddy? Hey!
That's crazy. Nah, man, you got none other than Corey Thomas, man. The man put it all together. What's going on, big dog?
Hey, what's poppin', dog? I'm in here. Finally, get my turn.
That's real, man. You deserve it, brother. So,
I appreciate it.
Today we're gonna kind of do like, I don't know if you ever watched like old TV shows that say about the bed and do all the episodes together in one little episode. Tell you a little bit about the show there.
There you go.
Zach is talking to you. Martin did a few times. Urkel. But
You gotta have those.
But we gotta have a reflection point, I think, man. Just as a landmark, what we've done in about 7 or 8 episodes so far.
I think we about 7 or 8 in.
That's what's up, man. So first, man, I was thinking about that yesterday, like your ability to put together these crews within a week time and organize it. That's a talent in itself.
Yes, indeed.
So let's first start from the beginning, man. I know I spoke to you a few years ago, man, when I was on another station. I think you were doing a showcase then, even, and we kind of did the whole thing of how you got started and all that. But I want to kind of do a repass and tell them, man, how to even try kind of got started, bro. Like where'd that even come from, bro?
Bruh, like I said, yeah, you're right. We did do the recap, and that was an artist seminar. So
was that what that was?
Yeah, artist seminar we was doing that day.
Sure
Me and Mellow Blends.
Sure was.
So
shout out to Mellow Blends.
That's my dog,
Zazes and all them boys.
Yes, sir. And also, then they got a show tonight, Facts Only. So make sure y'all stop by Swamp City Gallery Lounge.
Black Vibes Matter.
Yes, sir. That's my boy on there. So, and that plays a part into the Tri-County story as well.
No, man. Shout out to Facts Only, too. I always tell people, he's just a likable guy. That nigga's a bus driver.
I know.
Who don't like the bus driver? In any
real.
city you go to, the bus driver's a nice guy. Hey,
Right.
man, how you doing?
You know.
And then, I tell nigga every time I see him, I'm like, God damn, you large as fuck, bro. Like, nigga, you do security. Like, hell no, man. This nigga, that nigga on the coldest on the mic around here, man. Just a likable dude. So I really want to shout him out, man. Shout out to Facts Only, man.
And you know the funny part about it, too, bro. Every bus I pull up to, I be like, it's Facts driving. It's Facts driving. Bro, I be hunting, bro. I be like, I'm going to catch my one of these buses.
That's the perfect job for that nigga. Like,
bro got mad,
he's the friendly bus driver.
Yes, indeed.
So
but
crazy,
like you said,
man.
though, bro, it's cold on that mic, though, man.
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. Well, I talk about, I watching that, one of them Hidden Colors and KRS-One was talking about that, how the niggas who really be free is the nigga on your job. He might be on your job and he doing his thing, but really he got a mixtape that he really just doing his job. And really, this nigga cold. Like, and he was talking about how that's the new form of freedom right there. You know what I'm saying? I like that, bro. That's real.
That's true, and we'll get into that as well, man. So let's go ahead and start.
My bad, I'm all over the place.
No, that's how we gonna be. I'm scattered as can be, but man, we gonna run it though.
But yeah, my bad. How we got Tri-County started?
All right, bro. So it was probably like 2004. 2004.
Wow.
Gilchrist County.
Nice.
And everybody knows
Chiefland?
Trenton,
Florida. Okay.
Right next to Chiefland, Newberry.
So Chiefland is Levy County?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, they're part of Tri-County, which is Tri-County.
Right.
It was 2004, man. Everybody knew I love music, man. I always been in music.
Wow.
And my cousin and TJ and Rochelle had made a mixtape, 3 songs on it.
Wow.
And it landed in my hands. And I was like, all right, let me check it out. So I listened to it, and man, when I tell you, it was the best 3 songs I ever heard.
Wow.
And I was like, dang, them niggas got talent.
That was your inspiration.
That was my inspiration, bro, for local music.
Talk a little bit, and we're going to definitely get right back there. Talk a little bit about, you said you always loved music. Talk about that. Was you a little kid or something?
Bro, I used to make mixtapes. Like, when I first got I didn't even have a computer. My cousin had a computer.
Right.
I would go to his house after school and make mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, man, let's download this, that, third. You know what I'm saying? So I became known as a dude that make mixtapes.
Right,
so I would make them play around the hood.
All that
exactly.
good music going.
Because, you know, if you're a fan of hip-hop, you know about hip-hop. So you really like bring it all the best of it together.
Right.
I hated buying one artist album because it's always those 4 songs that's for you.
Right.
You know, the rest of the album ain't for you. So it's like
that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's like, what if I just take those 4 tracks that's for me off of everybody's album and put it together on one mixtape?
Right.
That's for me. So
Well,
now I ain't gotta. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I probably never bought a whole like 5
talk
albums.
about this. Do you have any background experience in DJing, scratching and shit like that?
Not whatsoever, bro.
No.
But later on down the line, I did DJ a couple of my showcases,
Right.
Because I know music. So
of necessity, out of necessity.
exactly, because it was to the fact of it's like, all right, man, I'm pretty sure I can do what they doing. It's just you gotta know music, because a lot of DJs they DJ, but they play what they like, and I always watch the crowd, and it's like, I think I can get them moving better than that. So a lot of things for me doing things just come from me thinking that I can do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always been self-taught too. So it's
I like that. Well, the other thing about the reason I asked you that was because that just seeing your progression now from what you just said just then to now knowing what you're doing now.
Yes.
That's kind of the role what used to be the traditional role of the DJ. Like, okay, I'm gonna take. Oh, that's what we grew up buying the Clue mixtapes and Funk Master Flavor mixtapes, because what they were doing was they'll take all the best rappers exclusives and put them on one little mixtape, and you had to go see. Now I got to go see Corey to get that. And now seeing what you do
DJ
now, because I'm sure we've literally made a show out of your exclusives. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
Have we not? Have we not?
That's
So
true.
that's what I was hitting at that shit. That's why I asked you. That's the only reason I asked you that, man. But go back to what you were saying. So your cousin them dropped the CD.
Yep. And then, like I said, all artists, they get out there hustling their music, because, you know, it starts from, pen and pad. And then you got to have the funds to put it out there. So that's what record labels are, the funds.
Right.
But in this situation, this was before all that, before we knew anything about all the business side of things.
Right.
This was just about the music and how we make more of it.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, man, y'all got any more music? And they was like, man, that's all we got right now.
Right.
We got to come up with funds to get in the studio. This is all pretty much as far as we got.
Yeah.
And me, man, I always been at work. I've been working since I was like 14 years old. In the fields, breaking yards, everything. So I had like 2 jobs at the time. And I didn't have pretty much no outlets. It was just work.
Right.
But when I got that music, I was like, I would play that song back to back to back to back. And I'm like, man, I want some more.
Right.
So it was like, hey,
I like that.
y'all got some more music? Like, yeah, we got plenty more music. We just, can't afford to get it recorded and everything, or even drive over there and get it recorded. So I was like, man, y'all know what? Y'all make me a mixtape, or y'all come up with some music, I'll pay for the mixtape.
Wow.
And they were like, for real? I'm like, hell yeah.
Wow.
So we started from there. And from there, we dropped 5 tracks that next session. And one of them tracks was called GC, which became our hood anthem.
Wow.
When I tell you, bro, that song blew up. That song blew
Out
up.
of Trenton.
Out of Trenton, bro.
Wow.
It's like, where we from? GC.
What is
like,
it? What is it? This is 2004?
This was 2004.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I said, next track we dropped. So we come back to the hood. You know how artists are anxious to drop their music. They just came from the studio. Man, we dropped that track, bro. Put it out on like just 5 songs on a demo. And before I know it, bro, a couple of days later, I'm walking home from work. And I hear, where we from? GC.
Yeah.
I'm from GC.
And you knew you were the nucleus of that. At least the beginning. You saw had the forethought to put that together. My question is this, and still to this day, I don't know, man. You're like a mystery man to me.
That's how it is.
I called you Suge Knight, jokingly, at the beginning of the show. Suge Knight, but in this respect, you didn't do the Suge Knight thing. You didn't, because you know what he would have did. He would have said, you know what? I'm signing y'all niggas. I'm the one paying for this.
Yeah.
I'm signing y'all. Y'all gonna be locked in, and they would start a label. But you don't have a label.
Not at all.
So tell me about that, bro. What about? That's the mystery. This is the mysterious part about it, man. To me, you're not out to make a label or anything.
Nah.
So talk. What's your function? What's your passion?
Music, hip hop.
Wow.
Joining everything, because
Unity.
Like you said, with a label, I managed those artists. From that day on, I managed those artists for probably 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
And we went on to make we made that hit, which was GC. Then we turned it into a football anthem.
Right.
Since we all the
Trent
same
was
team,
playing some
everybody
football at the time.
they won state that year.
Yeah, Jackson boys.
That same year, I said, "Hey, cuz, I'm gonna make y'all an anthem." You know what I'm saying, for the football team.
Right.
He's like, "All right, you get it in my hands, and I get it played."
Nice.
I said, "You got a bet."
They played at the high schools.
That next week, we went out and made that song, came back, gave it to him. 2 weeks later, football team, loudspeakers. You can hear it through the whole hood.
Ooh.
It went from Friday nights only to Thursdays and Fridays.
Come on, man.
Everybody was like, "Oh, grandma porch. We hear it. TJ, they play your song again."
I love that, man. I love that, bro.
Bruh, so it was just a matter of progress.
That's awesome, man.
But we ain't know nothing about, like I said, DistroKid and all that stuff. Only thing stuff was out back then, man.
Right.
We were just handing out CDs.
Yeah.
So it just got to the point to where the songs was blowing up and stuff like that, and I was burning them one by one at night at the house, burning them. And then I was working at a burger spot in Trenton. I was literally handing out bags of food, dropping CDs in them.
Nice.
And the more I did that, the more music I got out, the more I would hear in people's vehicles driving by. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
so you seeing your progress.
Seeing it, yeah.
You seeing it right there. That's amazing, man, because that shows you that it's attainable.
Yes,
that you actually do it. Like, man, this ain't hard as I thought it was. Like, damn, I'm actually doing this shit.
For real. And it's like from a little ass town, though, bruh. And it's like, all right, so after that, that's when it came into the fact that I was working. I had to pick up a third job at this time.
Wow.
So I was working 3 jobs, bro.
Playing.
And for real, I was trying to get it. I was trying to get out the hood.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's all right, bro.
Like, it wasn't nothing out there, bro. I was like,
That's
man,
shit,
I ain't
bro.
staying here. So it was like, they had did a car show. So they had all the hood bumping and everything like that. People loving their music. And they did a car show. And I couldn't make it because I was stuck at work.
Right.
So I was like, man, if I can't go to the show, I'm going to make the show. So from there, it was just a matter of I booked all the local acts in the area that was out there buzzing that I heard. And I was like, all right, so they put them all on one lineup. And then in Chiefland at the Tommy Usher Center.
I was gonna say, how'd you come up with where to have this show?
Tommy Riley did an artist showcase there. Because we didn't really have much out there. So Tommy Riley was doing shows and he was recording. So he was a go-to guy. Okay. So I was like, hey, bro, how you got that venue? And he told me, and we went through the process. And then he had came out, and I had put him on the lineup as well. Nice. And some of the artists he had worked with. And it just came out to be 10 artists. And from there, we packed that building out, bro. We had 150 people out there, bro.
Nice.
And the artists did so good that the show just kept getting more and more epic per artist. The artists didn't just perform and leave, bro.
They stayed to support the next artist.
They stayed and support the next artist. They was on stage with the next artist.
Nice. And it became like a big, like a powwow, a big family type thing.
Yes,
right?
And so that's what I realized, bro. It's like, all right, so if the artists actually supported each other and actually understood the power that they have as artists,
right?
Because why you think the labels and stuff trying to sign you?
Yeah.
Because you have something. They don't care about, oh, he got shitty quality or this, that. You got $1 million potential. They want that.
Man, bro, what you're saying right now is what a lot of people believe got Sam Cooke killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just fact.
No.
Yeah, let's get all the artists together. And a couple years later, he was out of there, boy.
But that's how it is, bro. When people in power don't want you to be able to tell people something, like, shit. Look how many people get blackballed.
A lot of people believe that, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, from that night, bro, I saw it, bro. It wasn't just a matter of, oh, I'm just speaking on something that maybe. No, I saw it that night.
So tell me, how did that transfer into Tri-County?
All right, so from there, like I said, I'm from Gilchrist County.
Okay.
We did the event in Chiefland, which is Levy County.
Gotcha.
And then, which is the last side of Tri-County, is Dixie County.
Okay, yeah, I knew that.
So ran around the 3 together, and like I said, that night, we had all them in the building. So it's like, Tri-County when it's all done, when all one become together and it's the 3. Right.
But I mean, what I mean is how that become not just the title, but how'd you transform that from you just doing the show, that one show off the whole story there? How'd you say, you know what, I'm gonna just start doing this for sure? This gonna be the move.
All right. So from there, it was a guy show called John Blaze. From Chiefland. Okay. He had like a big movement back then, man. He was like the dude.
Sound familiar too.
Yeah, he was dude. He like jump to the boogie to the beach, and Blaze in the house with his style. Yeah, he did his thing. So he was like,
what happened to this guy?
I don't even know, man. I could never find him after that.
Wow.
But he said something to me that night that stuck. He was like, bro, you got something here. We need to take this on the road. I guess like he had been doing shows and all kinds, so he ain't never seen nothing like that. But I ain't know what it was then. Yeah. All I knew is I had a good time.
And it was special. Yeah.
So it was like, so every year I would do that same show at the same time every year.
Nice.
So for 10 years straight, I would try to keep that movement going, and it would get bigger and bigger. And so from there, it was just a matter of I moved. I moved from Gilchrist County to Gainesville.
Okay.
So I was like, I still would go back and do it once a year, but then I started like slacking off. I was like, all right, I'm kind of done with music now. So I was in Gainesville, and I was like, let me see what kind of scene they got going on, what's going on over here. Because, you know, in the country, you think the city is always bigger.
Right. And them niggas...
But it was not.
Yeah, trust me, I moved over here from Newberry in 8th grade, and the circles I done ran around here is ridiculous. What Drake said, how y'all let me run it down here? I ain't even from around here. But now I've been here for 20 years. I'm here now, but that surprised me back in the day. Like,
that surprised me too, bro.
But what it is because it's Gainesville lacks that kind of community. There's only certain neighborhoods in Gainesville that has that. And what I mean by community is in Trenton, in Hawthorne, in Alachua, in Archer, in Newberry, in Chiefland. Not only do you know the Basils,
there you go.
You know the Basils' grandma.
There you go.
Their grandma know you.
Yes, sir.
You know, not only do you know your teacher, but you where she stay, you know the city commissioner. That's your dog, daddy, or uncle. So that kind of community on every level, it informs you globally. So now, when you opposed to living in a neighborhood where y'all just pile on top of each other, you don't really know what's going on. You don't see the whole thing. And that kind of community go give you a whole broader perspective on things like, damn, because you already used to it. That shit ain't nothing to you. Yeah. And that's what I think, that's the advantage. That's why, like you said, a lot of Gainesville has a history of that. Niggas coming from other towns and seeing what it is and running that shit. Like, boy, because like it's not just that. There's no diss to Gainesville, motherfucker. Because I'm from Gainesville too.
Because it's not just Gainesville.
Exactly not.
Yeah.
But it's just that's just the history of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But my bad, bro. I keep cutting you off.
No, you straight. You doing your thing.
So let's get back to it. You started. He said let's take it on the road.
All right, so yeah, he's like, let's take it on the road. And I was like, all right, bro. At that time, I wasn't ready. I was just, you know what I'm saying, having fun, and I was linking up with the artists. Right. And it was all about just having fun, bro. It wasn't just like, oh, no, charging nobody.
Right, wasn't no business.
Third. It was just, it wasn't no business part of it. And then, like I said, I did that for over 10 years. And then I moved to Gainesville in like 2010, I think.
Right.
And I got a job at Walmart, and I was like, I'm kind of tired of going back to Trenton, the whole kind of community part dying out. So it's like, let me see what's going on in Gainesville.
Right.
So I started looking at the music scene, seeing what's going on, and like I said, go to shows and stuff like that, and like around 40, 50 people. And I'm like, damn. Because I thought I wasn't doing shit with 150
right.
And nobody over here.
You're like, I can do this.
Yeah, nobody over here ever heard of me.
You're like, you know what? What if I brought the people from out there over here? Like, I can give you more motherfuckers.
There you go. So it was like, all right, so I'm going to do my thing over here. So the first show I did over here, bro, 30 people. 30, 40 people.
Where was it?
Tri-County Music Jam Volume 1.
Okay.
We did it over here at Hardback Cafe. Hardback Cafe.
Not for me.
And it was like around 30, 40 people in there. And I'm like, damn. I don't know if I had slacked off or what's going on. But I had to move locations in a whole new different scene. So I was like, all right. So that ain't an old recipe in the country recipe ain't gonna work in the city. So I'm gonna have to, beef it up and do something different. But then what I noticed, I had to go back to the roots and say, what's going on? What's different? So when I looked at the shows, I would see that artists performing and leaving. I ain't never had that problem before. Also, artists don't fuck with each other. I ain't never had that problem before. So I'm like, damn. And then I'm like, all right, they sharing flyers and stuff like that, but that most of the time the artists' names ain't the same as the name on the flyer, so how you gonna find them?
Shit.
So it's like so many things I started like building off of, and like, all right, I see this, I see that, and like, so no matter who threw the show, the numbers was the same in Gainesville. So I'm like, how is that so? So I understood that it wasn't just the promoter or this or that or the artist, it was a matter of the music scene. Gainesville music scene wasn't there. Because if you tell people, hey, you come to the show, they'd be like, what show? Or this or that third, or no, I don't fuck with local artists. Because they beefing and all kind of shit going on, so yeah, you ain't fucking with them. Or if an artist ain't performing, they ain't coming.
Right.
So it's like so many things you had to really work on and like change before you can actually have a music scene. So I was like, all right, so what I'm going to do is just start reaching out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Do this, do that, the third. At first, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of artists right now that got messages from me that's been sitting there for years. Now they're open up and be like, hey, so you been telling me you just saw my message.
It magically came and finally the stork brought it.
Yeah, for real. It's like, oh, bro, you just...
But that's what makes you a good person, man, because a lot of people would be vindictive about that. Like, oh, nah, nigga, you ain't, you know what I mean? So much respect to you in that regard.
Because that's on the business end. That's when I got into the business end. You can't be holding grudges and harming feelings and shit like that in business. And you can't be treating people separately. So that's where the breakdown come in at.
I love that.
It was a matter of, okay, like I said, in the country, I was doing shows for free and stuff like that. Just, off the strength of music, the love of music. Mm-hmm. But when Dawg told me to take it on the road and I came to Gainesville, I was like, I used to do it once a year, so losing $300-400 wasn't shit back then because it's like once a year,
right?
Just to have a good night and the artist shake hands, hey, appreciate you, bro, you did the thing.
Yeah, that's
then when you get over Gainesville and you want to do multiple shows and keep the movement going, you need fun.
You gotta have money. Yeah.
You need fun.
Yeah.
So when people come back and they be like, hey, bro, you still doing your thing, this, that, want to work with you, it's like, bro, nah, it's business. It ain't what it used to be.
Absolutely.
Like, I can't, how you expect me to keep having product if you just want to take it all?
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't keep doing shows and I'm just constantly losing money.
Right.
So
that's the destruction of any industry is no return.
Same thing. Eddie Murphy said he started his first business with his family.
Right.
And that shit went straight under. So it was like that exactly. So that really made me think, bro. It's like you can't really be putting the two together. You can't do friendship and business.
No.
You can't. You gotta separate it, and also you gotta stick to your guns. Like if this what it is, this what it is.
Right.
Family, foe, friend, whoever. This what it is.
That's real. That's so real, man. You gotta be able to say no sometimes.
Yeah, you got to. It's hard, bro. Definitely with family, and they expect certain things. And then I noticed a lot of artists just want a handout. They want a handout. Like, hey, bro, I'm the 5th thing in the city.
Yeah.
That's probably why you still in the city.
My thing is that, like, all right, it's just like what you just said, man. You know what I'm saying? None of this, we don't run on air.
Not at all.
So I mean, my thing is, if you want me to respect what you're doing, just respect what we're doing. You know what I mean? And it go both ways. We can have a lot of, I gotta give respect. Most sensible people, they understand that.
And they do, and that's what I had to understand, bro. And that's what I had to learn. If people want it, they want it. If they don't, they don't. I was trying to give it to people before. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, bro, you got talent. Here you go. But it ain't just talent alone, bro. You gotta have some kind of drive and grind.
I think it's even more that. I think a lot of these niggas got tremendous talent, but
$1 million talent.
It's more
nowadays. You don't need them no more.
Right.
All you need is sponsors.
That's it.
Like people like me and you that love music, bro. We putting y'all on platforms.
You can do whatever you want, man.
Yeah, Def Comedy Jam was a platform for comedians that didn't have nothing. Just step on it and showcase your talent. And look how many millionaires came off that platform. So it's like the best thing people can do for you is create a platform, but it's up to you to support it and keep it going and keep it there. Because what happens if Walmart just start giving away all their food? Eventually, the shelves gonna be empty, and there's no more Walmart.
That's what I was trying to say, bro. So talk about what is this? Action and Biddy. What's that?
All right, so Action and Biddy was the first 2 artists I ever worked with.
Okay, those were 2 you was talking about.
Them was the Gilchrist County Boys.
Okay, shout out to them, man.
So from there, it was just a matter of, like I said, that was a whole movement. Like Tri-County wouldn't be Tri-County without them two.
Really?
So that's why I always bring it back to them two, man. Them was the reason I did my first show, which became the Tri-County Music Jam. So
tell me this, man. I'm an artist listening to this interview right now, and I'm not from I'm from anywhere, and I come to you. What services am I getting? What am I? What can you do for me?
So basically, that's why like you said earlier, I don't have no label or anything like that. Right. I manage everything through my movement. So if it's open to any artist that, like I said, I remember the time when I couldn't get on. I remember when I came to Gainesville begging for, hey, bro, you need help with your shows. You need help. I'm a promoter, do this, that, and third. Nah, we good. Mm-hmm. So it was just a matter of leaving that door open so any artist can get it. If you got talent, bro, you deserve to be a hip-hop. Mm-hmm. It wasn't no matter who the best, this, that, and the third, because obviously you see who getting signed nowadays. They ain't always the best.
Say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
real,
it's just
bro.
a matter of you make music, some people gonna feel it, some people ain't.
You gotta come to terms with that.
Exactly, you gotta come to terms with that. You know what I'm saying? You know you fire, you gifted, you utilize that. But you also gotta come to an experience level. Because your music, your sound, your production, everything can change. You go to this studio, you sound one way. You go to that studio, you sound another way. Which one is for you? Which one that the people feel? And that's what artists got to get out of the ego mindset and be, okay, fans, they fucking with this. So let me try that. Chris Brown wanted to be a rapper.
Wow.
But singing is what stuck.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? So they be like, yeah, bro, keep that rapping shit later. We want to hear you sing. That's what you going to do. You know what I'm saying? But that's
I heard that about Music Soul too, man.
But that's who paying you, though.
You sang that love song like we want. We don't want to hear you rap, bro.
Yes.
I didn't know that about Chris Brown. That's so real, bro.
Right, for real, bro. So it's like, But it makes sense though because you're a product, your service. So it's like if I pay you to come to my show, that's what I want you to do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it ain't no rude or disrespect, but it's just you've created this image and you create this product, and I want that product. I need that product. Or I have different visions of what you can do, but on a different scale.
Wow.
So it's like when I hire you, okay, this is what I want. You're a service. And that's what artists got to understand. You are a service. You are a brand. And everything you do reflects to your brand. Because I've seen artists that I was like, ooh, I want to work with that artist. And then I turn around and be like, artist in Shootout.
Oh, shit. That ain't go there.
Yeah.
That could have been me. I had to hold my hand and my arm don't work.
Bruh, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? That affects your brand. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like with Boosie. A lot of the artists won't sign Boosie because he was a risk. He was a liability risk.
Right.
He was talented as hell.
He said that. He said that on the record.
Exactly.
On what was that old record? What About Me?
What About Me? Mm-hmm. And it was just a matter of, like I said, what you do affects your brand.
Key, what's up, baby?
So you just gotta make sure that you are out here doing music and then making sure the image, because artists don't post everything they do. They only post stuff related to that or have a PR company that does that.
Right.
And they be out there walking around in just regular ass clothes, bro. But the photo shoot just came out this week. Be like, that nigga always fresh. That nigga always fresh. No, that's just the image that they put out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're getting booked off all that stuff. So artists gotta be able to separate that kind of stuff and make sure it's just business. So with my movement, that's what I do. I try to make sure I give artists the platform, or give artists that they can build something off of it. And there's no favoritism here or favoritism there.
I never heard nothing like that coming from your way. Like,
yeah, because I can't do
everybody
it.
pretty much feels the same way about you.
Yeah.
We talked about when I first met you a few years ago, and y'all were doing, what you said, artist what?
Artist seminar.
It's artist seminar. When do you still do those, and when do you know to do those, and opposed to doing showcases?
All right, so what I do now is I incorporate it in the movement now. So that artist seminar that I did that day was a Mellow Blend's idea. He was like, hey, we should do this to teach artists how to do certain things.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of artists can rap their ass off and perform like in the studio. But when you ain't in the studio, you're on the stage, you're an entertainer. Yes, you're an entertainer now. So they gotta learn the difference between rapper and entertainer.
Yeah.
Because it's like, nigga, but nigga ain't even using the mic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mic over here, he wanna drop the mic and perform like this. We can't hear you, bro. Like, it look cool, but it ain't cool. You feel me? So that's what artist seminar was for. It was like there was some big ass gaps that needed to be filled. So in networking, like I talked about the fire thing, it was like, all right, bro, I'm not gonna spill all that. Like, is there a link I can just tap on?
Right.
You feel me? People like being nosy, but if it's work involved, I ain't doing that. So just give me a link I can tap on to be nosy. And now you just got a view.
That's real.
Versus, you want me to type that whole name?
No.
Yeah, that happened.
Not gonna happen.
Pass. Yeah. So it was just a matter of learning the strategic things that we can do to like help the artists out. Because you don't need, like I said, you don't need people doing all this for you when you ain't got the funds.
So tell me, what's the highest level of this? Just we gonna sell out the arenas and do showcases?
I mean, bro, the highest level right now is where we at now. Like I said, we came from in our city to cities. We came from, you know when niggas always say, I'm the hottest in my city, but next door is another nigga saying the same thing? So when I took them niggas out of Gainesville to other cities, they was like, alright. You know what I'm saying? I got some work to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
real,
it was
dog. That's too real. You showing them shit they wouldn't even be seeing.
For real, bro. Not only that, I learned a lot in these last 2 years, bro. It was like, because I thought the same thing, bro. You just put out music, you're going to blow. Right. And then it's like, hey, how artists get on those platforms? It's like, so it was like so much stuff to learn. And I was like,
right.
How can you do that? How can you do that? So I went from, like I said, just doing shows, like basic shows, like, come on stage, perform, you get off. And then they were like, oh, you offering artists too much. And it's like, so that's
crazy.
That's what avoided me from working with certain people, because it's like, there's no such thing as too much, bro. Right. And then it's like, okay, they playing for like bare minimum. It's like coast to coast, like $300 for one song. Miami Live to $100. And it's like, all right, you getting songs, video photography, your video, your pictures, and promotion, all that for around, like we started at $50 a slot. And that was just for everything. So it wasn't just for pay to perform. Like, if that's the only thing you got in mind, there's plenty of other shows that do that.
Right.
But if you want to build something,
right,
you know what I'm saying? That's what my mindset was. Like building something.
The actual
having value to your name.
Yeah,
because it's like, all right, because I know it's a lot of artist pictures where they will send you pictures of them in the bathroom or them at the couch or the Android picture, and you be like, you want me to promote this? You know what I'm saying? You want me to put your toilet on your flyer?
That's crazy.
You feel me? Like what that says, like this.
Right.
This nigga,
hey, so
you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with you to the fullest, man. So, talk a little bit about. Well, let me ask you this: are you involved in any the business side of artists as far as like them getting publishing, and y'all take care of that too? Or,
all right, so
what do you do when you run into that?
All right, so what I do with that is like I said, outsource. Like there's certain people that, like I said, coming along in this music industry, bro, I noticed that everybody got something to offer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And they're wondering the same thing with you wondering, like, how do I get more clientele? All right, so I'm like, bro, I work with over 200 artists, bro. Like, coming in, coming out. But I have no real connection with them except for they just like what I do, and I offer great services, and I do what I say I'm going to do.
Yes, sir.
So it's like, that's all you got to do in business. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's too, you get an artist that comes to your platform and be like, bro, like, I listen to him, and his sound way better than my sound. We looking for a better studio. Or we looking for some engineers because we want to own our beats. So it's like, all right, so I make lists and I post them on my pages. So that if you ever done business with me, all that shit free because it comes through the platform.
Nice.
So what I did was I turned Tri-County into a movement with my funding. So I put my $1,000 up and fund for Tri-County. And when I construct showcases, it's off of that budget. Because, like, what artists you know that can just be like, bro, I want to do a show, I'm going to do it over here, and, you know, I'm going to pay for all that. Now, you one artist, going to rent a venue, DJ, photographers, and all that for you. One artist that got probably 10 fans.
Right. Just don't make sense.
You're going to lose your money guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? So, it was a matter of, okay, I got $1,000 budget. I got the venue, I got the DJ, I got the camera people and everything. Because the camera people is for, like I said, no more Android pictures. Right. We're getting professional pictures now. It's starting to look good. So every show you do, the more photography you got, the more videos you got, the more you look like an artist. And you really, now the nigga's in Jacksonville, not a nigga in Tampa. Like, how is he doing this?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no major label behind you. You doing it off the strength of, okay, I'm investing in myself.
That's the first step, man.
That's the first step.
Is
investing in yourself. And then just learning along the way of, okay, what I can do to better, or what I can do here, or what I can do there. So you learn it, and then like I said, I'm giving you everything that I had to pay for. I'm giving to you.
Right.
Because I remember them $200 sit downs. Just when nigga tell you shit you already know.
Right.
You're like, bro, just give me the emails. Just give me them email contact lists.
Trust me,
they ain't giving that away because that's why you there. They be like, you know what, I'm gonna tell you this, do that, and do this and third. But the biggest thing was too, bro, after that sit down, bro, it was like build relationships. Like when people know you when you send them messages, but when you really shake hands, or they see you perform and they really like what you had to offer, them relationships go a long way.
Man. A lot of times I be like, you know what, I'm gonna just call this nigga. You need to hear my voice, bro. You
know what I'm saying? It just hits different.
It give you something to remember. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to just words on the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the competition part of it, man.
Man, that's the one you go from city to city and you realize that you ain't the big fish. You know what I'm saying? It's a hard pill to swallow, but damn.
Humbling. Talk
Yeah.
about since you do have a lot of you do have a lot of experience in different cities around Florida, man. Talk about the overall Florida music scene, man. You see differences when you go out of town?
Yeah. I've seen artists on a different performance level. Like they performance game is A1.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
What you mean by that is not one particular artist, but when you go to
the whole city can perform.
Artists. Right.
Yeah, I'm like, damn. Yeah. And they just they all over the stage and the crowd, and not only
you want to say what city that is? Can you?
Oh, that was Ocala.
Oh,
that was Ocala. First time I went to Ocala.
Hey, shout out to Ocala, baby.
Them niggas might not fuck with each other, but when they come together in that building. They can perform.
That's real, man.
So I was really amazed by that, bro. And then we just came from Tallahassee. Tallahassee has great music.
Nice.
Like, they music is good.
They got a lot of different influences in that city.
Yeah, exactly. Jacksonville. Jacksonville just got a great party scene and a great vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, that party was crazy. Like,
I had a ball a couple weeks ago in Jacksonville at a
But you know they are known for like bringing in big artists and also all their club events and stuff like that. So it was a different vibe, bro. Just completely different. But it showed mad love though.
Huh. And well, that's amazing. Have you got any experience going down South Florida yet? Or?
No, because right now, like I said, I just came out of like Gainesville area and I wanted to branch out. So my main goal was, like you said, Florida Hip Hop Radio was Florida.
Yeah, right.
So because Florida just kind of got a window open right now. You hear artists coming out of Atlanta like all day long.
Mm-hmm.
But Florida don't have that close knit to where you got a record label right next door, you got A&R right next door, you got people ready to sponsor you right next door.
Right.
You ain't got that. So for Florida, my main thing was with all this traveling stuff and keeping it up under one name. No matter what artists come through it, they're going to be like, hey, what about that one artist? What about that one artist?
Oh, shit.
You be like, here you go. And you don't have to backdoor to get no money.
Right.
They're like, oh, you don't try to charge it just to get the act. No, bro. Like, that nigga want to be signed. Like, go get him.
Yeah.
I give you his information and everything. So that's what I do after my shows. I post a whole list of everybody that was there. So if you're looking for somebody, you can find them easily.
Right. Make them accept. So tell me, let's talk about Gainesville then, man. Does Gainesville have a unity issue when it comes to hip-hop?
Big time. Like, it was very bad, but now it's getting better.
Mm.
Because when I first came in, bro, you couldn't find a show back to back to back like it is now. There were shows like once every 6 months or so. And it was like I said, just the old people that performed there was there. But Gainesville now, like fast forward 2 years later, Gainesville now is way better. The event we did, Fall in Smoke, with my boy Munch. Lyrical King Kong.
Yeah.
That event came out good. He had people from not just Gainesville. They was outside of Gainesville. So people are starting to come in. Even when we on the road, they be like, all right, I heard about the Gainesville.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's getting out there now.
Yeah.
So,
and that's what was one of the inspirations, like you said, behind this whole station. Really, that was the original. That's why we called this Florida Hip Hop Radio, because we wanted to do something. It's initially for Gainesville to have a spot like what you're talking about in Ocala, in Tampa, in Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Orlando, Miami, towns that are inherently more violent than Gainesville.
Yes.
Their artists somehow find a way to get along. Ain't that crazy?
It is, bro.
Like, that's the crazy part. So you can't even act like this on some gangster shit here. Cause them niggas, they knocking off niggas in Jacksonville with like 1,000 miles an hour. But they actually have a hub of local artists where they can go to and exchange resources without all this crazy shit. I think what it really is here is it's kind of like it may be some ignorance in there, but I think it's more of a competitive thing where there's a lot of smart, talented rappers here, and their biggest fear is another rapper to blow up first.
Yes, indeed.
I think that's what it really is.
That's
you know
exactly
what I'm saying?
what
It's like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Because there are a lot of good ones. You know what I'm saying? Really, really good ones that could go to another market and blow up easily. You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's what it got to come down to. It's like, it's sad that we got to go to a whole nother market just to blow up when we can't even come out of Florida like that, because like I said, so many people like pulling you back, like they'll support you, and then when you blow up, be like, why him?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, see, that's the thing. That's your boy. You know him.
That's
you got access to this person.
Yeah, that nigga ain't real.
Exactly.
Bro, music ain't real. Hip hop ain't real. That shit
it's
TV ain't real. Most of
them
them don't even write their own hit.
It come with a barcode, man. Like, it's literally a production.
Yeah,
exactly. Somebody put this together. We're going to play some music right now, right?
Oh, yeah, let's get into it, man. So we're going to take it back to, like I said, Gilchrist County Boys.
Okay,
GC.
That's what the GC was. I wasn't quite sure about that. So let's go into it, man. I'm going to do it like we always do it here. And I'm going to let you introduce it.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are here at Florida Hip Hop Spot, and I am Mr. Tri-County himself.
Yeah,
and we gonna introduce my boys' track, you know what I'm saying? First group I ever started out with managing. Gilchrist County Boys, Action and Biddy, out of Trenton, Florida. And the song is Where We From. GC. Officially.
Is that the Spit Your Game freestyle?
Nah, Where We From. Should be like Where We From, GC. Do I even have any?
Yeah, I only got 6. Let me make sure we good. I can make sure that I got Cool Kid, I got
Oh, yeah.
Let me see. Let me go over here. Let me see the last thing.
Oh. What up, boy?
You see what we got?
Hey, thank you, bro. So me. Hey, make sure y'all share my live, man. I can't do both at the same time.
No, I think all I got is GC Spit Your Game, bro.
Okay, that's all I got in there.
I got Cool Kid, I got Gator, I got Breeze, I Can Feel It, got another Cypher, and then I got Lil E.
Damn, that's all I said. Oh, you ain't got the other tracks either, because there should be some B-dubs in there. I think I sent you more tracks.
Let's see. That's all I got today.
Oh, damn. No, I just sent about at least 10 today.
Did you send them to... Give me a second. No, this is...
What's happening?
Okay.
That dope CEO.
Okay.
I see you. You got another one?
Here we go. I'm sorry, bro.
All right.
Here we go. You sent shit love.
What's happening? Jacksonville checked in.
How did I get loose?
Hey, Whitney, when we gonna do some music, dawg? Waiting on you.
All right. I see all that shit.
Who else I got in? Who else I got in here?
Oh, nah, bro.
Playmaker, what's up?
Nietzsche?
But I see you in Tampa soon, boy.
Oh, you got a lot of music here.
Yeah, that's where. There we go. That's my folder. Lil Cuzzo, what's happening? Hey man, make sure y'all sharing my live, dog. Check in.
Had a little technical difficulties, but we back though, baby. Let me figure this out now. All right, so what's the name of the record again, bro?
All right, so we got that GC. Where we from?
Where we from, GC?
GC.
Damn, I got You Don't Wanna Die. I got Cups.
Oh, if we ain't got where we from, then we gonna play that You Don't Wanna Die.
I don't see it, bro.
Yeah, that probably on me then. But yeah, we're gonna play You Don't Wanna Die then.
Let's
So
get
that was definitely a hit.
Let's get into it then, my boy.
Or even a Gilchrist. I be rushing.
I like that beat right there, though.
Oh yeah, bro. That's that trick that.
I like that beat. Yeah.
Hey, make sure y'all tap in FlooridaHipHopRadio.com.
That was definitely
y'all can hear it live.
Oh, this is
I be Teresa. Why you love verified?
You like them shots? You can feel your way. So bad.
Nigga, you don't wanna die. You don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. You don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. You don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. You don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. You don't wanna die. Nigga, you don't wanna die. Talk that shit, I'll wait till you're out. I'm like it real hard, cause I'm moving real slow. Lost everything I had, there was no place to go. Will my mama let me in if I knock on the door? When you turn back and walk away and leave me in the cold? When I turn 24, one thing I know, your friends ain't your friends, that's the one thing for sure. They think when they chill, I stay by my door like a girl prostitute on the corner, like a whore man at point of return. Then I never learn, and life like a door off, everybody gets a turn. And niggas getting burned from the fire that I spit. The world of a girl in my life like a bitch. I had one dream, that's being rich. Loyal to the game, never change, never snitch. You know like what I said, you can suck my dick. That's for anybody, nigga, in your pussy ass click. Nigga, you don't wanna die. 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 Nigga, you don't wanna die.
It's a mess, wanna be the dub, wanna be the thug, wanna be the baddest motherfucker ever so dub. Hit him with a slug, leave him in his mud, these motherfuckers. You niggas, cause if you don't, they find the bitch. And the trunks way out the bush. I'm gonna put a shell in the blood, don't fuck with kush. You got that feel, that wig get deep in your pussy. I'm don't push it.
Nigga, you don't wanna die. 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 Talking that shit, we'll put you.
Man, I mean, cut that bit, dog.
Nah, you good, you good.
We back, though, baby. We back.
Hey, that was Action and Biddy, man. You don't want to die.
Shout out to Action and Biddy. Where the boys at now, man?
Hey, Biddy in Orlando, he driving trucks now. He done got legal and he doing his thing now.
Tell him he still
make big money.
Tell him he still getting outplayed in 2021, man. So shout out to Biddy, bro.
And Action off of Gilchrist still, man, doing his thing.
All right, shout out to Action and Biddy, man.
That's what's up.
Very early stages of Tri-County, man.
Yes, sir.
So, right now, we got any showcases or anything coming up soon?
Oh, yeah, definitely, man. We got Tampa coming up on March the 26th.
Okay, I saw Nietzsche last night.
Yeah, Nietzsche gonna be in Tampa.
Crazy
on March, right?
Yeah, I like
but
that.
I love when artists bring something so unique to the table, though, bro.
That's that's the thing about them. One time on one of these episodes, I called DJs and producers weird. And they are. But these artists are weird too.
real.
What I mean by that, not as a diss, but I feel like that's a prerequisite, man. You got to be a little weird.
You got
in order
to be entertaining.
do
You
it.
got to stand out.
Right, exactly.
And bro definitely stood out. Like, I didn't even know bro like that. I met him at one show. And he just
Really?
did his thing. I like it when he performed.
Well, I like
but
him.
then just as a person in the
Yeah,
character, it's
exactly.
like,
I was gonna
this
tell you
nigga
that. That's
crazy.
what I mean. Some people just have that natural attraction to people where they just know how to do it. You know what I mean? They just have it. It's something like you see it with little kids don't even know they got it. And it's just something you're born with, man.
But yeah, but about the track though, so speaking on the track, bro, it was just a matter of, like I said, we would get instrumentals. We would download instrumentals back then. So
Yes,
it's like,
sir.
all right, let's see what we can ride to. So we would actually sit in the living room and come up, all right, bro, we got to make a song. So they would sit and they hear the beat and they be like, all right.
Yeah.
Alright, and you know whatever you going through, whatever it's like,
Yeah.
Mr. Lick, some shit like
That's
this,
a-
or whatever, a nigga on your mind.
That's a
So-
creative
Exactly.
meeting right there.
Yeah, so that's what I really liked about it. Our music, it really spurred from like, okay, we really sat down, heard the beat, and let the beat motivate it.
Nice.
So, and then I was there to like critique. So it was like, all right, bro, I got something. They're like, you don't want to die? He was like, yeah, you don't want to die? It was like, okay then. And then he spit that verse. He was like, man, I'm thinking real hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, when he came on that verse, bro, it was like, damn, he was really going through some shit. And how he said the verse, he was like, man, fuck you and everybody, your pussy ass click. Because it's always nigga that swear they hard, but you know what I'm saying? As soon as you smack that first nigga, everybody else. You know what I'm
you
saying?
see his business.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So it was just like the wordplay and everything
That
that he
nigga ain't
had.
just talking, man.
For real, the
Like,
wordplay that he had
might
back
punch me in the
then.
face, man.
But you know when you punch the right one, bro, everybody else
Yeah,
fold because they
right,
hard
right.
off the strength of.
That's what they thinking. Like, man, you might punch in the face. I don't know.
Yeah.
Argue that dude, man.
They be like, damn, he not him out.
On
He
Minister
got
side,
it.
like,
He ain't have a chance to use him.
Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck?
Hey,
Like,
bro.
you owe me some money. Oh, hell, the shit. The same thing, man. Like, oh, that nigga that don't
You
play.
ain't getting shit, nigga. Pull
Yeah,
up.
yeah. Alright.
Oh, that nigga really outside.
He really pulled up, man. No, they thought it was just internet, huh?
Hey, for real.
Alright, man. Talk a little bit about some other artists we're gonna be playing, man. We got B-Dub.
All right, so
Breeze,
B-Dub, man. B-Dub was like you said, you think you that big fish in the pond, and then
Okay,
you
where
get
from?
Old Town.
Old Town?
Old Town, yeah,
Okay,
right out there,
that's
between-
Cross
between-
City, the Gulf.
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that
there
shit,
you
right?
go.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
bro, from out of Old Town, you residing in Chiefland. And it was like, you know, you thought you was that big fish, you ain't making music, you bumping on your side of town, and then you go across the way, and you see a nigga, you pull up to the store, and you see a nigga mixtape in the store.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, who is this
Yeah,
nigga?
yeah, yeah. He making moves.
Yeah, he making moves. So he
Uh-huh.
was on a whole nother level. So I really respect his grind. And then I turn around again, he in the newspaper.
Nice.
And I'm like, all right, bro, really doing it now. Bro, really out here getting it.
He working.
So, yeah, he working. So then I linked up with him, and he was a part of my first show.
Nice.
And I was like, all right, bro, instead of like, you know, trying to, you know, competition or whatever, shit, I'm gonna step to him like a man and be like, hey, bro, let's work. So he was like, bet. And so we got in the studio, we made some tracks together, me and Gilbert County boys, they made some tracks together, and then, like I said, it just became a relationship after that. And he did a couple of my shows back to back, and he was one of the artists that you really, he gonna make it. He gonna make it.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Nigga ended up doing 16 mixtapes and albums, like total.
Wow.
He on his wall, he got them framed, the whole plaque of all his work.
Nice.
And he like was really reaching out to artists and grinding. You know what I'm saying? He built his own website, whoisbdub.com. You can
Okay.
check him out.
Okay, so
And-
he's still doing the thing.
Yeah, he got in Old Town still.
Oh,
You know what I'm
nice.
saying? Just family
Okay.
life and stuff like that now. But
Right.
as far as track record, and like I said, I gotta get that man's probably will ever do because bruh like put in more work than anybody ever seen. But if he had what we got nowadays,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, he would have been on. He got that like Tech 9 type of style / you know what I'm saying. But bro can spit, bro. Them syllables and shit like that.
Yeah,
That
he been on that shit.
nigga.
Because they had the infrastructure that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
exactly. And then
Imagine that. That's something that's always plagued us, you know?
yeah, and now he was another artist too that had his own in-house studio and then beat production. And it was like, how does nigga keep making music? Like, bro, we
Yeah.
over here
He wake up in the
coming up
drawers.
with funds, and
Yeah.
he gonna drop the whole mixtape on our ass.
Uh-huh. Wake up in his drawers. And
Yeah,
have-
for
he,
real.
He been was serious about it.
But yeah, so what we got B-Dub wise?
Oh, let's get into it, man.
All
My
right,
bad,
yeah,
my bad.
yeah,
I ain't
let's-
know it was so B-Dub.
Yeah, so I'm do the
Let's
intro.
see what we got.
Hey, thanks, Bud. Hey, Bud, another
Is it
Bud.
burning them?
Yeah, burning them down. Yeah, so
let's
this
go.
track right here, bro, likes off is one of his albums, and it's burning them down. And bro was just chopping in that bitch, man, just getting it.
Let's-
And I'm like, all right,
Let's go into it, man. Burn them down by B-Dub. Shout out Old Town, y'all.
run it. I'm burning them down and I ain't playing. You really wanna fuck me tonight? And bro was just chopping in that bitch, man, just getting it. And I'm like, alright.
Let's go into it, man. Burning them down, my beat up. Yeah, the whole time, yo.
Run it.
Listen closely and pay close attention and watch the havoc get it. It's tragic shit, automatically blasting it on my magic. Go get your gadgets, get splattered quick. I live inside, I ignite it at night, beacon striking like rider inside tonight. Can't deny that I like it and not. I can hide in the boss, I can fight and I must divide every mind and I'll never stop. You see it under the logical, telescope and I blend for you. Nothing will be left when I say I'm stuck. I'm coming killing in the man, in the man forming up. Just fucking I'm not stuck anymore. You never really thinking and I nigga and when I come out, it's capable to rewind time and I can take a bitch, spin nine lines, but 9 times hallucinating, sleep in the right mind. You really wanna walk on me. You was like I'm all shot and you don't wanna bet it all. I'ma hit him, kill him, man. He don't wanna see the beat. He don't really wanna walk. He's like I'm all shot. He don't wanna bet it all. I'm running him down. He don't really wanna walk. I'ma hit him, kill him, man. He don't wanna see the beat. Listen, I'm ready. I'm gonna be on heavy. You're gonna be gone. Listen, don't wanna be sworn. Steady, son of this belly. You're stunning. We want plenty. The fun is big. One from the sun and we bomb sweaty. I'm the undecided, tiny, the giant, the cipher giant, defiant, lioness, the vibrant tyrant of guidance, alliance, violent and silent to Mayan time. I'm in, and I am dying to find in this time who I shine to understand. Miracle, this is lyrical, lyrics go clear and co-spirits go in the air with nowhere to go, where the mirror flowing is clear. It's unfair to those it's hysterical in my lair. I'm running them down. You don't really wanna walk on me. You was like I'm all shot and you don't wanna bet it all. I'm running them down. You don't really wanna walk on me. I'ma hit him, kill him, man. He don't wanna see the beat. I'm running them down. You don't really wanna walk on me. He was like I'm all shot and you don't wanna bet it all. I'm running them down. You don't really wanna walk on me. I'ma hit him, kill him, man. I don't wanna see the beat.
My boy B-Dub out of Old Town, Chop the Screw version, burning them down. I should have brought the faster version. Going back to Florida Hip Hop Radio. Y'all can hear me good?
Chill. I just want to make sure we was good. All right, man. So that was B-Dub. You got to spit something for nice.
Who said that?
Casey Paris.
But they be trying me, don't they?
I was thinking that. Hey, I didn't see that picture you had on online, man. When you rapping at that point,
Bro,
what were you doing out there?
I faked them niggas out, man.
I thought you
Them
were
niggas
rap.
got off in the rap. Hey, gotcha.
Yeah, that's cool. That's right.
Hey, I hyped that shit up so good, boy.
That's so
I had
good,
that all
man.
in. You see how they were locked in,
Yeah,
right?
it looked like you rapping right now. But
Hey,
you
that's
got-
what I do.
that's
I'm
pretty-
an entertainer.
You a visionary. You a visionary.
For
man.
real, bro. They were locked in, bro. But you got, you know what I'm saying, as far as a host, bro, you really got to, like, you know, be a character.
Right,
Really got to be a
right.
character.
So, do you have people for all of these things? Like when you do showcases, you already have hosts.
Oh,
set
basically,
up?
like what I did was, bro, in the beginning, I didn't have a host. It was just because the shows were so organic.
Right.
Like, I didn't need nothing. But like I said, when I moved over here, that was a part of, like, okay, building on what's an open opportunity.
Yes, sir.
So I tried out a couple of hosts to do it, but they didn't have the feel for it. So I was telling it to a girl one day, and I was like, what I need somebody that's gonna really like engage the crowd. They gotta know people, they gotta know the artist names, and they gotta just be funny and just kind of witty with it. And she's like, nigga, that's you.
Yeah, you got a good point.
For real, but I was like,
You know that happens a lot, bro.
yeah, but exactly, and that's when I realized that. I was like, all right, yeah, so you. Yeah,
That
but
happens
it
a
was
lot, man.
like, I ain't never wanted to be out front.
Right.
It was always,
Sometimes you got to do shit out of necessity. Like, damn, like.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
always
man.
behind the scene type shit.
What is
for
it,
me.
you
But
want
then
something?
it was like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta you know what you need
order to-
better than anybody
For the
else.
sake of the show.
Yeah, the show must go on.
I'm with you, big dog.
So
I'm
I
with you.
stepped out there, I did my thing, and it was like, now I see why them niggas like the limelight.
That's real. Yeah. You got a little piece of it.
Yeah, it was like, shit, I feel like Diddy. Now I want to dance on everybody's track.
That's real,
Hey,
man.
bro. So it was like, let's keep it moving, bro. So it also gives me more motivation because at times, it was like, bro, I'm ready to quit this music shit, bro. Like, niggas ain't getting along, this, that, and third. Ain't nothing really, like, coming from it.
Right.
So it was like, but then, you know what I'm saying, you get introduced to a new artist.
Give you more inspiration.
And a new breath of life.
Talk
And a
about
new-
an artist that's done that for you in the past.
Oh, shoot, man. Like I said, the first one was the Gilchrist County Boys. After that, it was Well Damn School, which we got in a track.
Okay.
Then after that, like I said, B-Dub, Gator Boy. I got introduced to Gator Boy last year. And
I thought that was the little white boy, but that's not.
that's Gator Boy, Cordell Gilliard. He out of train too.
Right,
But
right.
the crazy part about it is he used to run with Gilchrist County Boys, but he's like was always like the hype man or something. He was always
right.
like behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So one day, Biddy told me, "Hey man, go check him out, Bruh 5." And I'm like, "This always be the joker of the character, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Can't rap." So I get over there, right, and I'm like, "Bruh told me to come over here, bruh, so I'm here." It's like, let me, what's up?
Right.
And nigga spit some bars for me to his songs and shit like that. I'm like,
This dude
all right,
raw.
run that back one more time, bro. All right,
That's
so
crazy.
where you record now? I ain't recording nowhere yet. All right, holler at me on Monday.
Wow.
And we dropped 5 tracks, and from there it was just like.
Wow.
After that, though, he had got the field, he got the momentum, and he did a show, and he was running after that. 2 years, like, he was just, every show possible, he was there. Studios, he was booking them by himself. Oh, bro, I got it from here. So sometimes you just got to give them that motivation, that little kick in the ass.
And they see that it's attainable, man. It's something that you
Yes.
can actually touch and feel. That's why people like you are so important, man, because a lot of artists might be at a standstill and then they meet you like, damn, like, you know, so now I'm doing radio. Imagine how I feel. I mean, you can talk about those kind of conversations. Well, short notice, you might have to holler at an artist to do a radio interview. And a lot of them excited about it. Like, hell yeah, man. I can be there. What time you want to be there, man?
Exactly, bro. And that's how, like you said, how I put it together on such short we know it's because, like I said, I've been working with artists for so long, bro, that they dream always would be on radio.
Right.
And we always thought local, like that's where it's at, local. But every time we reach out, it was like, nah, bro, nah, we gotta make sure this is professional, this is business, this is that.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, but you're playing hip hop. We are hip hop. Like, how does hip hop not match hip hop?
Don't tell them nothing.
So it's like, you know what, y'all saying we in your backyard, we in your community, but it's
Yeah.
cool, it's cool.
Well-
So when the opportunity came around, and it was like. That's why I'm playing old music from back in the day, because music is timeless.
Just been sitting on the shelf.
But it's been sitting on the shelf, and that opportunity's just been there. So it's
Right.
like, all right, so here we are now. So, hey, bro, I can play y'all tracks now.
And now that's why I decided to play them twice, because the deal we had was actually just for one.
Exactly.
But I felt like, you know what I'm saying, you know, first of all, people actually have a life, so you might not catch it at a certain time. But then to actually, you know what I'm saying, like when you talking,
Hey, big dog.
when you're getting your family hyped up about your record. You know what I'm saying? They tell you, oh, it's going to be paying one time, but twice sounds a
Twice
little
sounds,
better.
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
knowing you can hit my shit all day, just certain times. So,
See, I can slide in the bathroom real quick at work. And all right.
right. So that's cool, man. It's good that you, and when you told me something one time about how you had a lot of music that's stored, that you just, you know, that artists that had good music that you just, they had nowhere for it to be played, man.
Yeah.
So I really, you like kind of like your own little cornucopia of, you got your own little vault,
Pretty
you know
much,
what I'm saying?
Man, sometimes, bro, I just go in the room, play my list I done made out of local art, bro. Like one point, bro, I did not listen to mainstream at all. Mainstream had just got so watered down and sorry. I was like, man, cause it was like watching NBA versus like college.
Ball, yeah,
it's like
some
college,
shit, yeah.
college really they still playing for it. They want it still. NBA, they already got
You
it.
said
No
some
weak
shit.
ass fouls and shit like
Yeah.
that. Like
But them
college,
boys
man,
fighting
you
out
play
there.
through that shit. Play through that shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's real,
So local is like they still want it. They still in the streets. Like nigga talking about people had a song talking about some paying my rent might be my last. Bro, you got millions. It ain't your goddamn last, my nigga. Like, but a nigga that really owe his last, bro, his story that he tell,
Yeah.
be like, I believe that.
More
I buy
relatable.
it. Yeah, more relatable.
Talk about you. I've seen you mention that you're gonna be doing local YouTube playlists, Spotify playlists.
Yeah,
Talk a little bit
yeah.
about that.
All right, so that was like another service. Like I said, as far as with Tri-County, bro, like I said, everything ran through my platform.
Right.
So building on top of that, what else do artists need? What else can I give artists that ties into hip hop music and show them that they're making progress? So YouTube out, Spotify out, and people are getting streams and stuff. Spotify pays artists. So if I can get you more plays,
YouTube
then,
does too. You
yeah,
gotta
YouTube,
get it.
if you get you
It was
plays
like
and
$1 for
subscribes.
10,000, but
Yeah,
still.
but
But it's something.
But
So,
once you blow though, all
something
that
to
takes
strive,
off.
right? Something to strive towards. Yeah, 'cause
Yes.
once you get to that 10, you gonna get to that. You finna really start
For
right.
real, because most of the time, bro, I see on online, most of the artists like they don't go big until they make one hit record. And
Oh, yeah.
then, like I said, they be following like 1,000 people. Then they got a hit record, and now your 1,000 went to 1,000,000. And everything up under that does numbers. So now you're getting paid for everything you've ever done.
Wow.
Off of one record. So that's why I'm like, artists, y'all gotta build a page, and y'all gotta make sure y'all got YouTube and Spotify. So these playlists, like you don't know who gonna hear them, or when Tri-County becomes okay. Now I got people looking at us. They be like, who your best artist?
Yeah.
Me personally, I don't do that shit. It's
Right.
like, you want an artist, come get them.
Right.
Because you want it. So you look through it and find what you looking for. Because I've offered artists to people and they're like, okay, but they need a little more of this, that. I'm like, bro, this man had killing shows. You know what I'm saying? This man had killing shows. So the crowd, they know.
Right.
But you don't know because you ain't never
Right.
seen it. So you want an artist that's going to do what needs to be done, come see it. Because I've seen it with my own eyes.
Right.
But it's like, we were looking for this or we were looking for that. But this man is proving he got it. Or this woman is proving she got it. But it's like, until they see that, because that's what record deals are for. It's like, you got to be able to make some kind of noise or some kind of impact
Right.
for us to
They
sign
got
you.
to see value in you. To,
There you go. You got to see value. And that's why, like I said, with the movement, artists are creating their own value. Artists can get booked for shows just because, oh, I seen you do this, I seen you do that. I've seen a whole bunch of artists lately say that people walk up to them and be like, hey, ain't you such and such? I see you from the video footage. So they see you. They see what you
and
doing.
people remember that stuff
Exactly.
too, man.
And you got that one song. I bought a mixtape, bro, for one song from a local artist.
Wow.
Local artist performed, bro, that song, bro. I was like, God damn, niggas don't see how dope this man is. And I'm like, bro, let me get a seat. Oh, $10. Man, here you go, nigga, here you go. And I played that one song, bro, but I found out he had more gems on that bitch. But I bought it for one song. So with my
And,
boy,
I'm sure you remember that, right?
Jared came to a show, bro. We was over at the warehouse. And this man performed and went over there to his merch table and bro sold over $200 worth of shirts.
Wow.
Off of a $30 slide. $200. Nigga, they made more money than me that night, bro.
That's
I
all
was
right,
like,
man.
but it's just a matter of when you perform and people see you and they're motivated by you and they really want to support what you got going on, you got to turn from that stage to that business
That's hustle,
side.
yeah.
Yeah, that hustle. You
Yeah.
gotta get it.
I love
So
that, man.
when people say showcases ain't worth it, bro, or I ain't paying to be on no showcase, nah, you ain't paying to be on no showcase.
No, you paying for the portfolio that's gonna come from being on the show.
Exactly. So that's why I want to get people out of the mindset of thinking that, oh, I'm paying no showcase.
Now look at your resume now, man.
Get your resume up. That's what you paying for. Your resume, those services are what you paying for. Now you can take those accolades somewhere else. Oh, I did this, I did that, I did that.
What's
now
the,
you worth something.
what's the furthest you ever see an artist go? Did you ever see any get all the way signed to majors? Or,
No, not
anybody blow up on YouTube or anything like that? What's the success story?
Not in this area, bro, but I've seen, like I said, as far as, I told people I never want to be signed. So even though they tell me, bro, when I make it, you coming with me. I'm like, I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I'm good where I'm at, bro.
You know the infrastructure.
Yeah, exactly, bro. So I know that artists can do it on their own, bro. They can make enough money to do their regular life. But also, look what comes with it if you do something wrong as an artist. Look at all the sort of backlash that come along with it. Like, look, Tokyo Jets just got signed, and you see how they wrote, or something like she said about George Floyd, and they drug her ass, bro.
Talked about that for a while.
It's like, that shit will drive you crazy.
She still ain't really bounced back.
Yeah, she still apologizing.
I seen her yesterday. She posted some pictures looking good too. But I mean,
but yeah, that booty don't make up what you said.
Because the thing about that was fresh too.
Fresh
when it first had happened, and a lot of women came out against her. You know what I'm saying? That's what really hurt her. And that's the strongest group on the internet, boy. You piss the women off, that's career suicide. I don't care what you do.
And the LGYB
the alphabets, boy. Yeah.
You better watch what you say.
Boy. Yeah. So once she kind of lost that, because she was one of the rappers that.
Big dogs.
The ladies really were behind, you know, because she made the records that was relationship records.
She was doing it. She was making it, but bro, that set her back. So I seen her on 3 interviews now, still apologizing what she said 6 months ago. Because when you piss off people, bro, they gonna blackball you. They gonna cut the money short.
They don't forget, bro.
They don't forget.
The money will dry up, man.
So think about it from a promoter point of view. Do I really want to book this artist when they got all this drama going on? Now I can't recoup my money.
Right.
So that's what I like about as far as business. When you put yourself out there as a product, a service. Like, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna do a great show. You know what I'm saying? People remember that and they bring you back. Look how many times Plaza came to Gainesville. Look how many times Bootsell came to Gainesville. And what I hear about them two is they don't just do what they hired to do. They make sure they please the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So people like that, you want to keep booking. So as far as people, I booked a couple artists before, bro, and it was just a matter of they show up whenever they want to. They do whatever they want to do. And then it's like they get up there and perform. They don't even want to be there. Nigga, you get paid to be here, bro. It's like, do the job. But it's like, okay, I get who you feel like you are, but it's like some artists can't even do numbers outside of their city. And I ain't talking about big artists. I'm talking about just like big names in the area.
Right. I know what you mean.
And so from that, I just understood that. I'm like, bro, I'd rather, instead of trying to book somebody that got a name, I'd rather make somebody name. Make somebody.
Watch the progress.
Yeah,
Watch the
exactly.
actual process. So
that's what I like seeing nowadays. Like, as far as success stories, I see people coming from like 200 followers to 1,000. Or like, you know what I'm saying, music plays to really doing numbers.
Nice.
So it's like, damn, the little success, like, bro, you
That's
got the
good, though.
And then come from the shows of one person or 2 people coming with them to now they got a whole group with them. It's like, that's where I see progress at. Because I'm like, bro, if you get to a certain amount of, you can put asses in seats. That's what promoter care about, asses in seats.
Put some meats in the seat.
Yeah, so there you go. So when you can do that, and as an artist, promoters see that, and they be like, "Hey, bro, now you ain't paying for no slot because you got value. Now, bro, I'm gonna pay you.
That's real.
I'm gonna pay you to come out this show.
I want you here. I really need you here.
I need you here now."
Talk a little bit about the opposite of that, man. Have you ever had artists that were problematic that you just had to refuse?
Ooh.
Like, nah, bro, hey, you can't do this.
Bruh.
I mean, you definitely ain't got a name with it.
No, I ain't gonna name, but it's definitely. I've had a shootout one time at a show.
Shootout as far as.
It
pow
was,
pow.
Nah, but it wasn't like it turned into like something completely what it wasn't. It was some beef between some niggas, some 2 cities, bro.
Artists?
Artists in 2 different cities, bro. And my dog got knocked out. Like sleep.
It happens.
And, for real, like his hand plate wasn't what his mouth was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But in his mind, he thought it was.
Yeah, that liquor.
That liquor, exactly.
That liquor make you look like whoop everybody.
Yeah, exactly. So what it was, my dog got caught one time. Went the night. Night.
10 ounces of pressure on that chin, man.
Night, bro.
In the right
so
place.
what it was is the dog didn't want him to keep beating on his homeboy, so he pop in the air.
Makes sense.
And so the crowd heard the shots.
Yeah.
That's all they heard. They run out the building and they see a body sleep.
Oh.
So what that look like?
So funny, man.
So what that look like?
Murder.
And so
bloody murder.
So bro, from there it just went into, oh my God, they killing people.
They killing
Who is people? That's a person. Not people, don't make it plural.
You know how we
don't
do.
make
You
it
know
worse than
how-
what it
you know how
is.
we do.
So yeah, so black people really amped it up. So
You
people
know
running
how
out of
we-
the building
you know what we
screaming
do,
and
man.
yelling.
We
And-
can't get the telephone game right.
Bruh.
So you know what we
Bruh.
do. Yeah.
So from there, bro, it just kind of just went downhill. Everybody running out the front doors, busting doors open, stumbling over people, and running to their cars. So some niggas seen opportunity. So they was like, all right, so it's already problematic. Bro pulls his chopper out, foul off out the door, and then just duck off in the crowd. So now more shots.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my gosh, like
It sounds like
what-
pandemonium.
Bro, what's going on here? And then niggas start fighting over the coolers full of liquor.
Oh
And
man.
I'm like, bad enough that people shooting and trying to get gone.
It's a madhouse.
They fighting over liquor.
Right,
so I'm like,
right,
man,
right.
fuck the cooler. They can keep that. My dog like, nah, bro, they can take the liquor. He go there trying to be super saver hole. So he go there trying to get a look at what they do.
Yeah.
Bro, you know what?
It happens.
I like that. Yeah, I told you leave it alone, bro.
Yeah.
They got it.
Let them have the liquor,
They got
man.
it. We can get more liquor, bro.
Get
Let's
more
go.
liquor, man. Your job might not never be the
For
same.
real, for real,
Real.
bro. So from there, bro, like I locked the building, bro. Because I already knew cops was on their way. So I locked the building, bro. I went on about my day, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I make sure everybody out the building. I go on about my day, whatever. So the situation kind of calmed down. I come back out there. I'm like, damn, the building open. It was people hiding in bathrooms and all kind of shit, bro. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah.
So we get that shit all cleared up. I'm on Facebook, bro. Pandemonium, bro. Pandemonium, bro. I barely escaped with my life. This, that, and third. Nobody got shot, bro. Nobody got shot.
Thank God for keeping me.
I know. They around here telling success stories and shit. And I'm like, oh my God.
marking
This is the
themselves
end.
safe.
This is the end. But nigga, I tell you what, a week later, bro, everybody was talking about, bro, that was the best show I ever been to, bro. That shit was crazy. The rush. But I'm so happy though, bro. Nobody ever got shot. Bro, for real, it was crazy, bro. Them niggas,
That's so
bro, they
crazy.
talked about that shit for all the way to that year to the next show.
Right.
And I'm like, all right, that was the first time I ever used a club building.
Okay.
Like in the middle of nowhere, a club building. And I said, bro, I never again. So I went back to the original format.
Yes, sir.
It's like, okay, because it's different when you put a party together with a showcase.
Right.
A lot of people come to party.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's what they was there. They were
It was there to
partying.
get to hang out.
Yeah, so it wasn't about the music.
So did that cause you to like disassociate yourself with certain artists? Or?
No, not artists, because it was like, say, you're going to have that kind of beef type stuff. And like I said, nobody got hurt, killed.
Right,
Grudges,
yeah.
like I said.
Just a little backyard scuffle. That's
Yeah, that's all it was, bro. So it wasn't took that serious.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm thankful to that, bro, and that's why I stopped doing showcases. That next year I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
Because the fact that like, man, somebody could have died.
Right.
So I stopped doing showcases that next year, bro. And then I came back after that in a whole new setting. And I said, from down here on out, I'm gonna keep it strictly.
Do you have a security
Yeah,
apparatus?
Now I do.
going
Now
on?
I do, because like I said, that was the first time I went outside of the venues with security. The venues that are in safe neighborhood, like right next to the police station.
Yes, sir.
You know what
Yes,
I'm saying?
sir. Yes,
so
sir.
that was just like in the middle of nowhere. We finna turn up. Bruh, it was like it was a Ricky Smiley show here in Gainesville that year. It was a Trina show here.
Okay.
It was like 3 big events. Bro, we out in the middle of nowhere, packed out, bro. 2 hours in, the whole building packed out. We went through 2 fire coolers in a matter of an hour. Just, hey, bro, we need more liquor.
Wow.
Damn, bro, we were.
One of them niggas fighting over that shit.
We were tip top, like real capacity, bro. Like you would thought we were like shit.
hanging out there in the country, boy.
Boy, for real. And that's what I learned too, bro. Like in the country ain't shit to do. So
Right.
we going to a party.
Them niggas
Over
is-
here, bro, you got so many options.
Them niggas extreme out there.
For real. So it was just, all right, bro, we ain't doing that no more. So I learned my lesson that day. And like I said, that was over, 8 years ago.
Nice.
I haven't had a fight, shooting, nothing since then.
Good to know, man. So, what about Breeze, man? Did we play any Breeze?
Alright, so yeah, So Breeze was another artist, like I said in the beginning. He was at my first show I ever did. And he was just that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
He came in, bro had been making music for a while.
Where you from?
He from Otter Creek.
Okay. What's
Otter
that?
Creek
About a
area.
go?
I don't even know where that's at.
Got me on that one.
I know it's in Florida, but I don't even know.
Right.
But yeah, he just came out of nowhere, bro. And like, bro, we met him at 601 Studios in Gainesville.
Okay.
We was over there doing a song. We heard him coming in the door. We like, damn, the nigga raw. Shout out to C-Mob. He was
Okay.
over here as well.
C-Mob.
601 Studios by Freddie and Carlos. Like that's when we really found like the sound.
And,
It was like, okay.
I interviewed Real Money last week, and he talked a lot about 601.
Oh, that's what's up then, man.
Well, my bad, bro. Continue.
Oh yeah, so from there it was just okay. What we gonna do is we gonna link up with this nigga and we gonna make some music. So we started making some good music with brother, and it was like when bruh perform, like I said, when the show builds up, bruh, and all the artists stick around, and then you put that nigga on stage, bruh, that nigga turned that building went crazy.
Wow.
Like, and I thought we won too, bro. I thought we won. I said it can't get no better than this, bro. I made the most epic showcase lineup I had ever did, bro.
Yes, sir.
Like, you know how you try to top your first work, but your first work is your life work. You know what I'm saying? So
they talk about that, like Jay-Z talks about that. It took him 26 years to make Reasonable Doubt, and then he had to make another one the next year. He's like, I put my whole 26 years into that.
There you go.
know what I
There
mean?
you go. So, bro, I thought we won. I thought the show was over, bro. Bro came and tell me, like, bro, how am I supposed to top that?
Wow.
Not knowing that he, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bro, just do you.
Another level, baby.
Man got on that stage, bro, and he dropped that first track, and like I said, the momentum and everything was there, and the crowd went crazy.
Wow. They're telling me that on here that what is it? Otter Creek.
Otter Creek.
Otter Creek is by Bronson.
Okay,
I thought
there
it
we
was-
go.
who
But
knows?
now I know.
I was educated there too.
Hey, for real, bro.
Let's get right into it though, man. We got Breeze with I Can Feel It.
Yeah. Yeah, Zazes. But yeah, man, Breeze was that nigga, bro. Like,
Yeah. Otter Creek.
Otter Creek.
Otter Creek is by Bronson.
Okay, there we go. And now I know.
I was educated.
Hey. Send me some more music.
Yeah.
Be the first on the episode of Bills with a house in the projects. Gotta get paid. It's a reason for the white boy stamp. Don't want the cliche. Ready for a head up. But I gotta make a bust nervous so they scared to put the lid up. Only in my face.
Have you played this? You see me this already? I've heard this.
See me buffing the trees right out. Grip tape. See me pulling that heat. Time to clean your face. I've been working a long time. No more time to wait. Measure like fine wine in the time you take. Now I slow upside down. I gotta sleep like a bat. Play with this one in the time you think we'll get to the cat. Tisha, Renee, Janet, Jane, Patty, Lele, Rachel, Michelle, Kimmy, KK, Alexis, Mercedes, Caddis, Jag, Bubble, Chevy's, Chargers, Mag, Bentley's, Axe, Mars' Homes, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, I can feel it in the air, let's get this money. It's my night tonight.
Florida Hip Hop Radio, baby. Chill.
But I ain't never seen a rich man stressing about the lights being turned off. For every dollar, it's $100 of blood. And every game is a different kind of love. They say you are what you eat. I'm too real to be a pussy, but some of these fuck niggas take it literally. When the bullshit is conflict, and real niggas get off, cause getting money comes in. You either hustle or you get a job. I'm money hungry, that's why I leave haters broken, starving. Still waiting on a big lick. Grind so hard, I leave the streets with nothing but killers and bits. I can feel it in the air, acting like I don't care. The haters just stare, money ain't how you love. But that's a few things, but every trick I ever paid for, I love what they do to me. Keisha, Leisha, Tisha, Renee, Janet, Jane, Patty, Lele, Rachel, Michelle, Kimmy, KK, Alexis, Mercedes, Caddis, Jag, Bubble, Chevy's, Chargers, Mag, Bentley's, Axe, Mars' Homes, 10s, 20s, 50s, 100s, I can feel it in the air, let's get this money. It's my night tonight.
what they want from a nigga. Hey, them names make you say them names. Hey,
He did that. I like on what that T.I. First one. What was that? Not trap music. I'm Serious. The song he got with Too Short. And Too Short says on there, he say, I fucked all them bitches DMX was naming. I always like that, like, yeah, you feel that? I always liked that for
real, bro. So that's why I was saying about the track, bro. Like when the crowd went crazy, like when he started jamming them names, he named cars, he named names, and he was like, at the end, he was like 10, 20, 50, 100, don't matter, nigga, let's get this money.
I love
and
that,
the crowd, bro, went crazy, like the way the beat, the chop ups and everything. I'm like, damn. Like, at that moment, I was like, yeah, that nigga got it.
Yeah, he got skills, man.
Yeah, he got it. But, hey, congratulations, bro. Just came home after 10-year bid.
Shout out to
Jack came home, bro, so.
All right, man. I need to holler at him then, man. Breeze, if you do any music, man, we'll definitely play your music up here for free, just for a coming home present, man. You a soldier in 10 years.
For real.
Hey, I want you to tell me a little bit about what damn school.
Hey,
talk about that.
So, bro,
I like that name.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why I like it. It was catchy, bro.
Yeah.
So, coming off of the Gilchrist County boys, and I was like, all right, man. So I need, you know what I'm saying, need a group. I like the managing groups at that time,
Right.
Because for some reason it just hit.
Right,
Two people
right.
hit better than one person solo. So, and then the creativity they can make off of each other.
Right.
So, in the competition, like Boosie and Webby said, it was competition, but at the same time, it was in house. So coming off of the group, the first group I worked with, bro, it was just like, you know, all the drugs and all that shit. I'm like, I want to do some like legit type shit. Yeah, like I'm trying to take it. I'm
police and shit, man.
I'm trying to take an artist to the studio, skeeted and everything. Like,
right.
Bro, you gotta look.
Yeah.
Hey, so it was like, I want to do some safe shit now.
That's crazy, bro.
Hey,
that's
so
crazy.
but you know them be the best artists though, because they be in the shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now I want to be. I want
Amy
some.
Winehouse, man.
So now I want some creative artists that can really make creative music.
Right, wholesome.
So yeah,
from a mama, man. Goddamn, nigga.
Bro, so for real, some people
gotta kill everybody.
Some artists that when they get signed, we ain't gotta go to the first step in rehab.
Right.
And then, okay, now what you talking about? So it was like, all right. So Where Else School came after that. It was just like, all right, I haven't worked with them, I haven't recorded them. I had started learning how to
You
record.
from Gilchrist as well?
One from Gilchrist, one is from Gainesville.
Oh, so what damn school is a group?
Yeah, Where Else School is a group.
Sorry.
Yeah. So one of them is Mo Supreme, and the other one is Chef Mills.
So I'm curious. I don't know if you can answer this. How did they come up with that name?
So it was a matter of smoking marijuana. They love smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
And it was like, you know, just like what he was like. What if School was saying something? How would he say it? And, and School was just fucking up. How would I would Shaggy be like, well, damn, School. So it was like, okay, it was clever.
That is the highest
exactly
story I've heard of how somebody got their rap name, bro. Ever.
Bro, so it was fun as hell. But what I liked about it is how they rapped. And they complimented each other. And their hooks wasn't just so, Versace. You know what I'm saying? It was like well-built hooks and stuff. And then they worked their songs, matched their hooks. They really wrote off of the hooks and ideas. So it was like, okay, so it really like was on another level. So when I did a 10-year retirement party for Gilchrist County Boys. Okay. And I did a introduction party for Well Damn School.
Nice.
So instead of booking 10 to 15 artists, I was like, let me just put these two in the same building. Mm-hmm. So, bro, we did Billups and Chiefland. And we packed that building out just off of them two groups alone.
Wow.
And which was, I didn't even think it was going to be done like that.
That's cool,
but
bro.
We packed that building out, bro. That show was amazing. And I'm like,
you kind of like introducing old school to the new school.
Exactly. It's like,
era.
all right, this is what it was, now this is what it is.
Yeah,
right. Went on, did their thing, whatever they do. So they got the city. They got the city. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what else can you do for them? Like, they did that. And then just like they moved, so they separated. So it's like hard to really get music still.
Yes, sir.
So I'm like, all right, so I'm in Gainesville now. So I'm working with the Gainesville group.
I like that, man.
I did the party. I said, the handoff.
Right. It's like a segment.
Yeah, I did a handoff party.
So talk about, because you sent me a few ciphers.
Yes. Yeah,
talk about.
We gonna definitely get into that.
Well, I mean, we got 30 minutes left.
We definitely gonna get into that.
Start leading that way right now.
Okay, then.
So let's talk a little bit about the ciphers you got, man. You a number of different artists. Are they doing?
All right. So what it was is, like I said, you know how you love those freestyles and stuff.
Right.
And me too, bro. I love ciphers. So I incorporate ciphers in my shows. So
I saw that.
What I do is, because I think artists need to get the fundamentals of like rapping, like really like freestyle rapping, and also not even if you're not just freestyling, but entertaining. So free verse.
Performing.
Yeah, performing in general, but on the fly. You know what I'm saying? So when you watch a radio interview, they like spit something, you be like, and they be like, man, why you do that?
Little boy.
Yeah.
Like the little boy on the couch making the crazy noises.
For real. So it was just a matter of, okay, y'all gotta learn how to free verse, but make it creative, make it entwined. Because I know an artist that he could free verse so good, you thought he was freestyling, but the nigga was just rapping shit together so well, so clever. He'll take a verse he wrote in like 10 years ago and make it relevant. Yeah, so, but he would do it just conscious.
That's so raw.
And I'm like, damn, he raw with it. Because I knew people that can freestyle, but they couldn't keep up with him. And then I started matching them. I recognized some parts of the verse, and I'm like, okay. But it wasn't the same as what I recognized.
I like that term you use, free verse.
Yeah, free verse. It's
like
a verse,
that.
but it's free to do whatever you want with it. But it comes in handy in the clutch when you got like on the spot, do something, nigga. Impress me, nigga.
That's so raw.
Because I seen Bobby Smurda first interview he did for a record label. They crowded people in the room,
and then he had to perform.
And he had to perform.
That's a classic video. People talk about that all the time.
But for real, bro. But you see how my dog just like, fuck it. If I'm going out with a bang. Right. And he did his thing though. So they were like, we ain't never seen that type of energy before. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's like, why we need you. So you really gonna bet your deal on a freestyle that you ain't wrote, written, rehearsed,
it's life
nothing.
Death right here.
Life or death right here. When you can just take a free verse of the hardest shit you ever wrote, and it's on record or whatever, but you can create it to where, okay, I wrote this 10 years ago, but now the person I am today.
Tupac did that religiously.
Exactly.
I've never heard it before. Yeah, because on the freestyle he said it a little bit different.
And
then
with
this nigga made it.
Tupac beef though,
but he'll put it on a whole verse. You'll hear that same freestyle as a whole verse on another song.
That's like DMX. When my dog came down to the studio, they're like, hey man, we got a man named DMX. He raw. He had wires in his mouth still. And he got in that booth, went ape shit.
That's that nigga, boy.
Bruh said he was rapping in there going so hard, wires was ripping out.
I didn't know about that.
And I'm like, damn.
Jay-Z's talk about all the time how DMX just changed the whole game. They went, because as you know, they were wearing shiny suits till DMX came around. like he changed that whole shit. Like, like, no, we know some gutter shit.
Hey.
All that, big dog.
But yeah, bro.
So, let's get into the ciphers, man.
All right.
Which one you want to go
bro,
first?
let's run that one Well Damn School.
Which one is
exclusive.
Okay, let's see.
And then we gonna go into them ciphers. I'm gonna show you how to arrange them bitches.
Exclusive.
Right. Right. Past it. Right there.
Well, then, oh, nice. So let's get to it, man.
But yeah, Well Damn School. Hey, we gonna listen to this Well Damn School called Exclusive. You know what I'm saying? It's just that Top Chef type shit.
I want to hear it.
But yeah, also like I said, work with One Dap out of Chieftain. I'm a dog that singing shit.
Okay. Well, then, I gotta have a singer.
So yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Hey, we gonna listen to Well Damn School. Niggas didn't like singing back then.
Top Chef type shit.
This is always about rapping.
Exclusive. If you can't swallow no bean and chew it, if not, let's get into it. This is that crack music, you know my shit exclusive. This is the shit you ain't used to. It's so addicting, you just might abuse it. It's so good that you can't refuse it. Cause you know my shit exclusive. And all my niggas, they body. So please don't come with that bullshit, cause they might start a riot. But we gon' hit up this party. She don't talk about 1 or 2 miles. She just start sweating and I feel sorry for that bitch. Okay, my nigga, I'm back. The man, my soul, man, chillin' in the back. Sippin' the patrol, my niggas on y'all got bitches on the list. Nigga, we ain't worried about that. With them other niggas on, we ain't got time for that. As a matter of fact, I'm out your league. You ain't know when I'm on, man, I'm trying to succeed. With my pen and pad and a little bit of weed. Perfectly sticky, iggy with no seed. And then I cut on one of these beats. Now you all wondering how I'm coming with this heat. Harder than the game, D-Way number 3. I bet you can't style on the beat like me. And I'ma do me times 3. I'm going Super Saiyan, that means I'm going go. Just pop the sensor, bean all on you hoes. I'm charged up, I'm energetic, I feel like I'm on Pluto. No dog, if you think you fly, then goddamn it, I flew, bro. Exclusive. If you can't swallow no bean
man, make sure y'all share my live. Everybody share my live. Hey, what's up, Stacy?
You know my shit
New York, New York.
exclusive, 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 exclusive. This is the shit you ain't used to. It's so addicting, you just might abuse it. It's so good that you can't refuse it. Cause you know my shit exclusive. When I first heard this beat, I was like, man, this shit exclusive. I'm a cold nigga with a cold flow, call it soda in the cooler. Well, damn, Scoop, the future. These raps you really ain't used to. I'm a damn fan of these noodles. Y'all some cheap bitches like noodles. I keep bad bitches like hooters. Who got good brains like tutors. For all my intruders, and keep 4 or 5 good shooters. Exclusive, exclusive. I'ma get money abuser. Cause if I die before I wait for us, I'ma Oklahoma sooner. On the interstate dodging troopers. At the cash drop in that moolah. Stay blowing on stinky Buddha. I made his the mic just fusion. This is evidence that I represent. And a whole lot of niggas I'm better than. Took a while, now veteran. Old hospital flow, need medicine. Up so early, gotta get it in. Nigga cop to do it. It remind me of a rooster. That's exclusive food times 2. Give me that liquor, don't need no brew. I'm gonna fall every time I shoot. I can't swallow no bean, I chew. Somebody bless me in the food. This shit exclusive, 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 exclusive. If you can't swallow no bean, then chew it. If not, let's get into it. This is that crack music, and you know my shit exclusive. Exclusive, 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 exclusive. This is the shit you ain't used to. It's so addicting, you just might abuse it. It's so good that you can't refuse it. Cause you know my shit exclusive. Exclusive.
Yeah. That was exclusive by Well Damn School.
Well Damn School. Shout out to Well Damn School, man. I like the name, man. I can't. That's one I'm always enjoy.
Yeah, definitely.
So man, we on the show here we get the rappers to rap. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how you feel about that. You think that's something that we should do, shouldn't do? Cause we hit or miss with it. Some of them want to, some of those. So what do you think?
But nah, bro. It's like I said, you gotta force it. Like it's a part of it.
It's a
like
part of being a rapper.
like nigga, you're a rapper and you don't want to rap. Like what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. But at the same time too, bro, they gotta develop that to where, like I said, it's gonna be asked of you. So
it's gonna be asked of you.
You're in the molding stage now, so stop avoiding opportunity and just get it over with. Just dive in because a lot of them like. Here we go, and they be coming like, damn, that was actually pretty good, bro. So it's like you gotta be able to do it.
What I notice a lot is they'll go, they'll do it like, damn, it wasn't that bad. Man, let me go again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it like I said, everything I do, I try to make it to where it's a learning experience,
right?
And to the point where, okay, yeah, I can do it. But also when it comes down for you to do it, when there's money on the line, I done had practice. I done did this before. It's gonna be just like that. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, like, even with my showcases, it's like it's the cipher, it's just practice because you gotta learn it.
It's crazy, but so talk a little more about some more music, man. We coming towards the last 20 minutes.
Oh yeah, we about to wrap it. We about to wrap it up.
Can we go into some more music?
Nah, I think it's cipher time, ain't it?
Cipher time.
It's freestyle time. That's what we usually end this hour.
Okay, let's do it.
So I brought enough of them before we can just really pack a punch.
Oh, okay. So these are all ciphers.
Yeah, them all ciphers.
So
them all like free, like
I see one here.
bars.
Okay. Let's go into it then, bro. Like you say, man. Well, let's end the show with that. I want you to kind of, for as much time as you can.
All right, one more. Get that. Definitely get that.
Which one?
What it called?
One Doubt.
Nah, it's a cipher one. It's called.
But I have a CCOD tag on.
Yeah, definitely get that one.
We'll play that one first.
Yeah, play that one first.
I want to give you your time real quick for shout outs.
Check up.
For sponsors, for show improvements, all those things.
All right.
Get that out of the way real quick.
Yes, sir. So basically what that is, shout outs is like I said, Tri-County is a movement. We're looking for sponsors. Like I said, also we are artists that are investing in ourselves. So artists, I have a GoFundMe page for Tri-County. And what it is for us. Like, for us to keep moving from city to city. Like I
Yes,
said,
sir.
we ain't hit Miami yet. We ain't hit ATL yet.
What you say? You got what is it, GoFundMe?
GoFundMe.
All right, because we'll pledge $20 from Florida Hip Hop Radio, man.
There we go. That's what's up.
So we'll start with that.
So, and I created that not because I needed funding, like I needed money. I
Right.
created that for artists like, there's a lot of good ass artists I run into, bro. And I would like to send them to like platforms that they can get signed off of. Like I would love to send them to Miami. I would love to send them to ATL. Like them the places where people are really getting signed. So if I see an artist that does an amazing job locally, I'm like, bro, you need to be here. So it's like, bro, I'm gonna put $200. You need to go here.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? So because if I keep sending artists up there, I'm building a relationship with the people up there. So it's like now when you come through Old Tri-County, oh yeah, bro, been sending, you know what I'm saying?
Mutually beneficial.
Exactly. So it's helping me help you. But it's also, it's like, bro, like you see certain artists like, bro, you is not on no local scale. Like you need to put your talent over there.
That's
So I've sent like 4 artists to Miami and over 3 artists to ATL.
Nice.
And like I said, when they go from those 100 to 150 shows to 400,
Yeah, nice.
it's completely different, bro. It's a whole nother level.
It's real. You heard of Jerry Kids? Is his Chorus Kids. My dog is I'm joking, but that's really where you looking out for other people that's trying to come up, bro. And I think that's admirable, dog. I think that's real. That's why I asked you that earlier about like, well, dang, you didn't do the Suge Knight thing. You ain't monetizing.
Nah.
Like, and then nobody would have blamed you. Would have like, you
exactly.
wrong.
Like,
but what I'm trying to really get to is that what you do for artists, what you do, the selflessness about it is unheard of in the music industry. I think you know
Big
that.
time.
Yeah,
Because that's why I can't work with a lot of people.
Right. I think you
because
see
like,
that.
bro, I got an opportunity for you. We can make a lot of money. Soon as they say, like, you could have saved that to the end, but then I would have hung up on
Give me the opportunity first, man. Damn, bro.
Yeah, like,
what's
what's the outcome? Like, if it's something I can do myself, like, why I really need you?
Well, tell me this. So what is that about? Like, because you obviously want to make money.
Yeah, exactly.
So talk about why that's not. Why that's a bad way to lead a conversation. All that shit.
It is, bro, because anytime you put money in it, then that's all you care about is money. And it's like you ain't really looking at the potential, the talent, or whatever. You're just looking at the product and it's disposable. Because it's like, I got what I got. Like you said, Suge Knight, I got what I got. Like, you wouldn't let the Dre and all them leave. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you think you going? I own you, nigga. It's like, no. But when you own people's music, like with Damn School and with Give It Kind Boys, I paid for everything, bro, that I did with them. And it's like, I didn't say, oh, this mine now. Nah, y'all can have it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got the music that I can listen to at any point in time, so I'm happy. But at the same time, is y'all own, if I'm rights and all that shit, that's y'all shit. Like, I don't care about all that. But all I care about is, man, we make some good ass music.
That's what I'm talking about.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, man, I see you looking at the clock, see you looking at the phone. We gonna get to this music.
It's that time.
But don't worry, because we got all day. If we don't fit it all in this hour, we'll play the music. We definitely gonna play some more music, 5 o'clock hour.
Yes, sir.
Like we always do. We'll just take this. So y'all keep it locked right here, man. For the Hip Hop Radio, I got Corey Thomas in the building, y'all.
Yay.
Alright, bro. I want to get that commercial. Don't worry, because we got all day. If we don't get it all in this hour, we'll play the music. We definitely gonna play some more music, 5 o'clock hour. Like we always do. So y'all keep it locked right here, man. For the Hip Hop Radio, I got Corey Thomas in the building.
Yay. Long term as well. Tri-County offers showcases for artists to
That's the whole program right now?
works with industry resources like management, radio, photography, advertising, promotions, producers, and DJs, and so much more. To access Tri-County, contact Corey Thomas at 352-538-9658 or email amy21@yahoo.com or on Facebook, search the words Tri-County Entertainment.
The rest of them I'm gonna do it.
Busy, hit this shit.
5 o'clock hour.
Tri-County, what's up? Yeah, y'all know what the fuck going on. Hey, it's Carson Baker, to tell us die. We here to bring that bite, yeah. Watch, I'm like, watch your mouth. It's Carson Baker, tell us die. Y'all should know it by now. I said watch, and we gon' tear this down. The Undertaker in his prime, y'all should know it by now. I get the profit, watch it. You can try and top it. Stocks like a rocket, got your bitch in the cockpit. Lil homie, watch it. You know you don't want this. It's the kid against the world, and homie, I don't plan on stopping. I've been popping like an ibuprofen. Vision kinda slowing. Shout out Vision, hit the shout for sure. My city got the dopest. City got the potent. Mix it with some gin and soda. Got me back up in my feelings. Feeling great, I'm making photos. Take your in place, I'm staying floated. Time and place, I'm facing soldiers. City on my back, feel like a backpack full of boulders. But I watch it closer. Do what I'm supposed to. And now look at the lineup, Carson Baker on the poster. I just hit the Ponderosa, she be riding roller coaster. Harder than the bread, they got you popping out the toaster. Now I'm hopping out the ghost and doing shows in Northern Florida. Talking more promotion, so I go in. Carson, CCO, the TFE in the kitchen, packing up the sound. Stuff it in that backpack, hit them corner, push it through your town. Kick the roof off of the whip, then go and turn the bass up loud. Carson Baker and myself, proving we the best around. Anybody want it, they can get it. My crew full of killers. Welcome to the cypher, you should already know just what the deal is. If you have stepping, then you might come a missing. We got murder on our minds, trust our trigger finger, hit your timing. Why you say this is a game? I put my heart into these bars, lyrics flowing from my brains. I can never do a feature if you do not feel the same. You whackers to the fullest, all like y'all sounding the same. Hey. Yeah, I came to switch it up a little. Razor from the south, you see that smoke coming from my pistol. If you think about retaliation, I'll just make a sequel. Travel back in time and snatch your force while you are in the cradle. Later, yeah, you catch me down in Florida, turning up with my brothers flying high. But can't nobody tell me nothing going harder than the weather. Flight mode is engaged, it is finished, you should stop it.
We play Nintendo with Super Mario Beats. I just came out from New York. That's the life that you cannot afford. My keep on the gun open it. Living looking like Curry Jordan. Music got plugged in without a cord. My connect go to the dinosaurs. I don't got no more like the poor. It's on TC to bring me some more. Purple activist take you like minute, me not gonna plug. Don't know where the egg be. The Puerto Rican is call on my senorita. Beat your body like MMA. Kill the price is the price that you gotta pay. Whip it up and chop it up just like a deli. I'm a couple one. You can call me Betty. Why my money too touch like Wizard Kelly. Pull up on activist, purple diamond, the magic for your soul. So the yachty diamond, well as a boat. Rock up with me if you sit for no wood. I came a long way for selling them packs. Selling crack, but I didn't stay ranks. Selling keys, so I stay with it max. Niggas freeze when I'm dressing all black. Matching chains, I'm a personal jeweler. Bitch skills waiting up every cooler. No true religion, but I fuck with the Buddha. I'm the shit, I was born in the sewer. Let's get it, let's get it. I whip out the net of her titties. To leave out the cool like we did it. Pull up to your bitty, then pay your cat back like it's fitted. Leave with a bitch like Iggy.
Your homie done flexed, tonight you start cutting them checks. And now they say TC be next, I'm better than best. I want you be wetter than wet. Whenever I step on the set, the best, yeah. They call a nigga the Messiah. Every time I do a cypher, boy I see them but they basic. Big ticket in the basement. I ain't monkeying around, but my squad going ape shit. AK coming home, man my brother about the Drake shit. Georgia boy but I'm Florida bound. Soft spoken but I'm smoking loud. Rebel swamp but I'm out the pound. Blowing up but I hose it down. Why you gotta hate on me for? Cause I be too hot for the media. I be so low I ain't seeing you. Bitch want me back, I'm deleting her. Sucking my dick and she tell me she love me. I'm having a hard time believing her. Then if I be with her, if we keep it back, she ain't really my type cause she nachos. I use a hamburger in the tacos. I ain't the good boy, I got that flow. And I got a lot of bras from behind those.
Yeah, big fights, motherfucker. You already know what time it is, man. It's Lil E, you know what I'm saying? I had to turn the phone. It's from brother them. I mean, freedom till I see them. Oh. Yo. I'm at that go, pussy. I know the pussies talking, it don't bother me none. They try to holler at me, ain't nothing but a peon. They wanna know if I be with it, guess it finna see, huh? Pull up hop a stage and that retarded look at me, ma. I been a fuck your hoe, just ask about me, oh it's tea time. P5, 4 phone, big step will be gone. I'm really tryna tell you, little homie, man, you don't want none. My youngest really with it, I promise I got a few of them. Crazy I spin on the beat, boy, I'm finna shit on them. Everywhere I go, I'm a home, I'ma put my feet up. I know the pussies hating, that little beggar told them keep up. I'm handing with you, I just wanna know how you living. I've been wild since a young and give a fuck about how you feeling. They be trapping for an image, I be trapping for a million. I'm about to go to jig, you know you made it while I'm greening. If you wanna come and get it, that's really how I'm living. I was sliding in the solo, high as hell with the JoJo. Stick you up with the long nose, give me that, need that pronto. I know, I be fucking on the opposite side hole, so I know where the head they keep it at. God on, hey, yeah, man, he a rider, slide, he been thugging since a toddler.
I told you story about man, riding like, how y'all not see this? Bro, that high ride, bro, and what was up there?
I don't know.
Nah, he from, Fort from white area.
Ain't
Little
you
white,
bring
little
up
white boy. Yeah, nah, he can't.
white boy?
Yeah, it's a white boy. Bro, when I say, bro, you don't play a couple of songs, Truth Be Told or something like that.
White boy riding, dog.
Bro, like when I say this nigga got skills, that nigga got
That's
skills.
what I'm talking about, man. Yeah. That's what's
Like
up.
his music, like really. Like,
He ain't come with no 4 white boys out there.
Nah, we did a Fort White yet. Well, like Fort White, it's like Palaka area.
Right. Well, one of them boys was from Fort White.
Yeah, we did Fort White.
Shout out to Tri-County and the whole movement. Y'all know what this is. I walk in, the haters like, man, who gave kids? Turn up the mic, adjust the light so all they see is me. I had to sacrifice some nights and set some people free. They say this shit here is my right, I think I need to see. He choosing wanna be with kids.
I like, let me get an interview with some. Tell about me. Yeah, I like Key good people, man.
Yeah, the first Key Show Key came out there. They got fucked up.
Wow.
Like, they were whole vibe over that shit.
Hanging out.
Gotta get my cake up, you can't make
What was
up,
that
ain't
on
no
count?
money
Like,
bag.
out here game
I'm
day.
one they
I had
want
a
these
ladies'
niggas
night.
on me.
Wow.
I ain't
All
magic,
female
man.
lineup.
Check your talk for the Rick, you know we run this shit, no cap.
That's what I
That's
met,
3 or 2, oh, California.
I think he told me about that. He told me about the girls. He had the 2 girls.
Yeah, Molly and
I know both of them, but I interviewed Ashley.
Yeah. Shout out to Purge and the boys at Black Room Studios.
Purge.
The boys in the field entertainment.
Purge ain't doing anything no more.
I fucked
I don't know, man. I haven't seen him in a
Purge
while.
was a talented guy, man.
Yes, indeed.
He did his thing, bro.
Yeah, we did been in the Purge, we bumped beat the Purge, but then I don't know if there's some kind of situation with the studio, so they had moved.
Damn. So,
Okay.
I forgot what kind of told me about that. Mexico.
Now, artists that I really want to work with, bro, that I haven't came to yet is Cool Kid. Female,
I don't know her. The white girl.
Yeah, the white girl.
Who was talking about her? White? White was telling me about her? Poe talked about her a lot. She got like some life shit going on.
Yeah, I guess that's what I'm trying to figure out that shit.
Be like
That
that.
music so bad, she got everything down.
Life of paradise, 12 platinum. I brought it to mafia, but
When I say that artist that turn up every show,
Tommy Jerry. You talking messages, I spit that.
yeah, they fall hard.
Exactly, I was gonna say that, bro. But what happens a lot of
So I
times,
gotta represent that.
once they do come out of that slump, now they go, because they know that.
Sometimes they make it, you see them stories where, oh, I don't want to rap. Oh, yeah. You signed even around the year? That nigga go hard.
Yeah, you're right, man. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like, after you bounce back, that means just what you need, you know? Because you're so passionate. So you know, now you know how to order yourself now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Have to be more careful about this. Because a lot of times, especially when you got talent, and passion, we just gonna be like, you gonna turn up everywhere, like, this is what I came to do, this is what I'm supposed to do, but then after a while, like, hold on. Let me about to direct that a little bit. So, it be like that, man. I'm happy to hear it. That's Key again?
That's Cool Kid at the end of that, and it was Facts Only.
Oh, okay. That's not what we fucking up.
Not at all, bro. When Facts first show, he came down to Chiefland with us.
Yeah.
In Chiefland. And everybody like, hey, bro, got a different style. But the way he do that wordplay with that, what it is, Black Empowerment.
Yeah, he got
and
that deep voice shit too.
Stand up.
He sound like somebody big brother or some shit. That deep ass voice, man. It sound like he's
Seen a lot
an
of things.
announcer or something.
From the bottom to the top.
You know what I'm saying?
Made that change.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta have authority. You know, all type of shit.
Exactly.
You know what
Because
I'm
most people like, oh, hey, he's gonna try to tell us how to be a better us.
But you listen to him.
But when you listen to him,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah, it's like he ain't like, bro, I done seen a lot of people that conscious rap, and it's just like they forcing it on you.
And you can't dance.
Yeah, exactly. But people ain't like that.
I read books, nigga. If I want to know something smart, I'm not really. I don't expect that from the
Okay, there you go. There you
I got a
go.
book for that. You know what I'm saying? I got the car for that. You know what I'm saying? I know.
Sometimes I want to be ignorant.
Exactly. It's good. What you mean, nigga? Shit, right now. Especially when I want to try it.
Yeah,
I really don't want to be. I don't need to hear about.
I get up and get slammed.
We need the boat right now. You know what I'm saying? We need the boat.
There you go. We get that, but this ain't play.
They tried to stop
I'm
me.
in the club, check out my girl. I want to hang out. Shut the fuck up. I got the Jamaican partner, man. He used to be like that. We been in the club. Bruh,
I got a homeboy like
he's
that,
hanging
bro.
out right
You
now.
can't never be serious.
Not right
Bro,
now.
we're not at work. Fuck serious. See, that's the shit right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's the really shit, though, bro. That's the really shit.
Yeah, this is, bro. Like, I hate that shit, bro. Like, niggas want to be real and serious all the time.
I always tell people this. There's nothing wrong with lyricism, all that kind of shit. I love that. I mean, I got dedicated on the wall, bro. I love lyrics, dog.
I love that shit.
But you're not gonna tell me.
I looked inside the mirror and I started listening to me. Started listening to
Music
Michael
has
Jackson.
always
In the
been
mirror,
about
I need that
feeling.
feeling. You can see it in my eyes, you can see it in my heart, in my face. I done had
It's not
so
about,
much
like,
goddamn pain.
So it can be, but you use music to do that. So for instance, we sing our ABCs to little children.
Oh.
So you understand that? So music is still is what we use. It's feeling, like we use that feeling in order to teach you. But we don't teach because you understand what we're doing that good. So I'm just like to say, like I said, James Brown, come on, man. He was speaking English. And the people go crazy. That's not a word. That's not a word. But it's how he feels, but not how he feels. How you feel. Not everybody that's been doing that's what?
Bro, you know the crazy part about what it is? I used to always like music like amazing shit like that, and amazing and all that shit. But then now when you do all that shit, now you start seeing like actual music. This nigga is hard. Yeah, for real. This nigga is hard. We can't say point, you say first.
Yeah, exactly. But women is lyricists.
I got a big dick.
Yeah, exactly.
Whammy.
I love when he got that like
Okay, Uncle Otis.
This nigga out of there.
Okay, Uncle Otis.
But that nigga's a gifted artist, man. A lyricist.
But that's why I'm so good.
Like, he got lyrics. Yeah.
It's like, man, like, so wrong to me. But in real life, as a person, you don't even like the nigga.
That's music, dog. But you always gonna have people like analyzing you. But deep down inside, they gonna tell you this and them. You motherfuckers like that, you still wanna be a basketball player. You ain't good, you can't do it. You feel that. You wanna be that. Well, I used to rap a lot. I used to rap my ass off. But what I understood was that people thought, when she said she was being a good rapper, it's all me getting high and rapping, right? I have too much respect. As good as I might have thought I was, I knew that I was never, I knew in my mind I didn't have it. You understand that? Because this is around the same time, 2004, it was time for Hollywood coming out there, and ringtone and blowing up, but I knew that I had a reverence for that, a respect for this artist. I do to this day. That's why I never understand when artists come down on other artists and back and forth, because I know how hard it is. What you were just talking about, being in the creative process, it's hard. That's just not easy.
I'm trying to get my life. That's why I learned that if you ain't put my head. Because I was sitting there spitting shit and was like, what shit?
Well, the thing is, dog, is that that's what I'm saying, man. The work that we use is professional. It's a feeling, but it's needed too. And if we learn to do it, you were saying how you Listen to the records though, to make sure and the only person that's not rapping.
Yep.
That's a quintessential part of it.
Big time. And I like that. And I like that fact because it wasn't no like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, you just put out some weak ass shit, bro. It's like, bro, just try one more minute, bro. Give it another minute. And we come back and be like, oh, that's it. And like, that's how we made that football anthem, bro. We had took our original track and we were like, we don't want to use the original. Let's add something to it. Be like, bro, let's do it. Let's just run it. Like, nah, bro, just go over some shit.
Right.
And then we ended up, hey, yo, kill Chris Kelly. And we were like, oh, that's it. That's what sold the track, bro.
That's so raw, bro, because you see, you know that had you not done that, you know what would have happened.
Yes, indeed.
So, I mean, that's that foresight that you need. I let Lago come on the